Welcome, guys, to episode 47 of the Level Up Show. We have a very, very special guest tonight. His name is Mike Legg, and he's the president and co-founder of Petroglyph Games. And it's kind of funny because we've had a few guys on the show, mostly through connections with Mike Amerson, who was the very first guy we had on the show. He's just the nicest guy.
Awesome.
He's awesome.
I can't even say anything more than that.
He connected us with Donald. He connected us with Chris Rubier. He connected us with...
Not only that, but he's like constant support to us.
Yes.
Constantly tweeting out anything about us, anything we're doing. When we were doing the charity, he was tweeting out for us.
Yeah, exactly.
So
he's a really, really good guy.
Overall, he's one of my favorite guys.
And he used to work at Petroglyph Games, which is the reason why we were making so many connections with that studio. But now we're getting to talk with the president. He's been with Petroglyph since the very beginning, since like the mid-'80s when it was Westwood, before he founded Petroglyph. So he worked on Command & Conquer like Chris Rubier did. So I'm really excited to talk with him and about Grey Goo, which comes out early next year. Look forward to that, guys.
It's so weird, but awesome at the same time. I love nanobots.
Yes, exactly. It looks like a really cool concept and RTS overall, so I'm really looking forward to that. But guys, sorry, Kristen?
Someone Gamer says, what does the fox say? The answer, let's level up.
I thought we were going to have to start dancing there for a second. I was like, I don't want to do this right now. All right, guys, welcome to the Level Up Show. This is a gaming-dedicated talk show on every Thursday and Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. We talk about all the biggest gaming industry news. We have topics of the week. We have special guests like Mike Legg. But I'm Andrew, got my co-host here, Mike. Mark is not here tonight. I'm sure he's busy with other work. So we got Barry in his place. But of course, we always have Kristen in the chat room with you guys. As Kristen says, be nice.
The humble man girl.
What?
The humble man girl.
Yeah.
What does that mean? I don't even know what that means.
Sometimes a girl can look like a man, and tonight it looks like a man.
I disagree.
Why do you look like a man?
I strongly disagree with that.
We're at 77.
We're at 77 already, and we already got a couple Twitch hearts from Tyweed04 and Phase Apathy. Thank you so much, guys. That was really quick. Guys, it's really easy to heart us now through live from PlayStation. All you got to do is click square.
You don't even need to do that.
No.
When you actually move your cursor around, it's in the bottom left, just next to the chat thing.
Amazing. That's so cool. So guys, just click that little heart button, and then as a Twitch follower, you will get notifications whenever the Level Up Show goes live. If for some reason you want to go to the website, you can go to twitch.tv/the Level Up Show. You can follow us there, or you can subscribe there. Which, we have, I think, 6 subscribers now, and they have their special badges in the chat room.
Yes,
if you see the +1, that is a subscriber. Yes. He is an elite member of the Level Up Show.
Some awesome fans that we have.
Yes, like
fans and friends. Let's just say friends from now on.
Yeah, definitely. Everybody here is a friend, which is another reason you guys should add us on PSN at DrewM1788, and Mike is Noob Guru. So please do that. And finally, YouTube is another big one for us. We archive all of our episodes on there, even game streams. I might try and put up your Destiny raid a little bit.
Yeah, I would edit out some.
Yeah, there's a lot of. It was 8 hours long, I saw, or something like that.
No, it wasn't that long.
Okay, I thought I saw 8 hours next to the time.
No, it was probably like 4.
Okay.
Yeah, that's long.
That's long, yeah. And then you did another one today. Let's talk about that. What you been playing?
So, what you been playing? All right, guys. So I did a Let's Play on Friday, and that did not go as swimmingly as we had hoped. We did pretty decently for the most part, through the beginning parts. And we got up to the last boss, and it was just repetitive. There was so many. I mean, it's so glitchy now after the recent update that they did to patch it, which just made more glitches.
Really?
And even in normal mode, in hard mode, it's actually even worse, which I found out today. Now, guys, I apologize if you were one of the guys that started it with me. I love you all, and I tried to find you all today, but I couldn't. And some other guys, one of our fellow watchers, P City, was available. He said he was doing a hard raid with a bunch of other guys. So him and his entire team, we ran through the hard raid. That took forever, but it was very worth it. I got a bunch of awesome stuff. I got the raid helmet, the Mytho class, a legendary Sparrow. So it was very rewarding for me. And I feel bad to the guys that didn't run it, that I was running it with, Plus, Rick. I mean, we ran it with all Level Up team. We were going to get the achievement.
Thank you.
But it was Plus, Rick, Will, Derek, and
you can do it.
Plus Rick, Will. Oh, Dave! Dave! How did I forget Dave? Oh, I feel so bad. He's not in here, so I don't care that much. But no, it was fun. So it was tough. The last part, there's so many glitches in the hard mode that made it really difficult. But it was.
So it's been what has it been now? It's been over a month since Destiny came out. You're still playing it.
Oh yeah.
So,
and there's no fault about it, and now it's at the point where like I have to get to level 30.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like the need to level up all the way, especially with the DLC coming out.
Level up.
I want to be ready when the DLC comes out to advance further, get all the extra stuff without feeling like I'm missing anything. So
Dave is in here.
Dave is in here. Awesome. So now you should feel terrible. Feel bad. Cry. He has like a sad face, I think, at the bottom there.
Yeah, he does.
Poor Noble. Dave, we're happy that you're here. Everybody, we're happy.
I love you, Dave.
Also got a few more Twitch hearts already. Now, another one there.
Oh, and by the way, look at the number we're at.
Oh.
You guys, go.
Already at 100 people in the room. Thank you so
122.
much.
Bogey keeps hitting the thing and it's bouncing.
Yeah, I know.
It's okay, Mark's not here to complain about it, so it's alright. But thank you to Evil Dead, Scaff, and Miami Heat Fan for your Twitch hearts. And we might have gotten one more. No, it must have been Evil Dead. So thank you so much. We've been busy with house stuff. We finally got the break front yesterday. We left it behind. You remember?
Yeah.
The top part of the break
How
front.
bad was that? She said
It wasn't that bad, actually, because we had the straps.
No one knows what the fuck you're talking about.
Break front is like a china closet, if you guys don't know. But
It was this big, heavy wooden piece with a bunch of glass on it, and it was stuck inside of someone's basement.
Yes.
That was near impossible to get out. So when we were moving all their stuff, we said, "Fuck it, we'll leave it behind."
Yeah.
But you decided to not leave it behind and to get it.
We
this
got
weekend.
it. And my brother and I got it together. We're happy about it.
We got this break front, this china cabinet as a
Oh,
gift.
Mark's here.
Oh, awesome. Guys, Mark's in the chat room. Marked words.
As a gift, and I wasn't going to leave it behind because
Right.
it's
No.
a Thomasville break front.
Yeah, it's a very expensive break front.
It probably costs more than my engagement ring.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
And that's not saying that her engagement ring was cheap.
No.
It's just that
No,
this was
no.
so expensive.
No, I'm just saying. But it was free, so we'll take it.
Yeah, definitely. So we're really happy about that. But I haven't had a lot of time to play games.
We saw Spider-Man.
No.
We saw Spider-Man.
2, The
The
Amazing
second one?
Spider-Man.
You
We
never saw
saw
it yet?
Interstellar, but I talked about that on Thursday a
Yeah,
little
you
bit.
said you liked it a lot. It was
Yeah, I'll talk
very
about it
deep.
again. Did you see Interstellar yet?
Not yet.
So I'm not going to
Might
talk
do
about
this
it
week.
that in depth. But if you're a Christopher Nolan fan, I think you should definitely see it. If you're a sci-fi fan, this is the first really hardcore sci-fi film I've seen in a very long time, where it really goes into the nitty-gritty physics and it really goes
Right.
deep into it all. It tries to be pretty accurate. Around the third act, it pretty much just goes all nuts and crazy.
What the fuck you want to do?
Because they go into areas that we don't know about yet,
Right.
which is fine. If we haven't figured out what's inside of a black hole yet, so that's fine, guys. We can make
I
some
guess
stuff
I'm
up.
into a black hole.
Well, kind of, but I'm not gonna tell you. I'm just saying that there's things that we don't know, and they go into that territory at the end. So that's why.
Remember
I think it was
Sphere?
okay.
Yeah, it's like that kind of mindfuck.
Yeah, in a way, and I'm okay with that. I thought it was really cool. They went into places that I was hoping they would go in the entire movie, and when they did it at the end, I was like, yes, he went there. This is awesome. Really good movie, really ambitious. Great acting from Matthew McConaughey.
Yes.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I just didn't like that they were 500 feet tall in front of me.
Yeah, Benjamin Franklin Institute is a little bit too big in
Yeah.
IMAX.
I'll probably go see it at the AMC.
Yeah.
Do
Yeah,
you like
definitely.
Spider-Man?
I did, but not as much as the first one, probably.
Really?
The pacing was weird. The villains were weird. They smashed a lot in there. I thought the way they handled the end, I'm not going to say.
Perfectly?
I thought that was really well done.
That was
Yeah.
so,
Very well
honestly, if they when we heard that we were doing that, that was everybody's
I knew they
biggest
were.
fear, and we were like, oh, thank God they did it right. So.
Yeah, they did. I think they handled the ending very well.
What about you, Kristen?
Did you like it as much as the first one, for instance?
The Amazing Spider-Man?
Yeah.
No.
Because of the ending, right? She was
Oh,
very
you didn't know
upset.
that? Oh, yeah.
She was
I didn't know that
upset.
happens.
Yeah, we all know that happened. But
No,
it's not-
I didn't.
That's like a, 40-year-old story?
Yeah,
now
that's
at
a
this
very old
point?
story.
Yeah, I was very mad
There
about
you
that.
go.
I can't believe they.
It's a very weird movie.
Right.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil it.
Yeah, we can't
Well,
spoil
it leads into something else, so don't worry about
Yeah.
I don't want it to lead to her.
She likes that relationship. We're beating around the bush.
together.
it. All right.
Right.
We need to start because we're getting way too sidetracked.
Let me thank a few more people. Thank you to Twisted Coffin, Glenville, Kai978, Hamtime, Marvin, Spike25X. Thank you guys for the Twitch hearts. Keep them coming. It's very easy to follow us. We will get notifications. We will try to shout
Rick
you out.
hates Matthew McConaughey.
Really?
Yeah.
Even after the McCona songs?
He usually has good taste.
Oh, Jack Bauer. All right, let's get into the level update in this. There's something else going on?
We're good.
We're good. So typically we don't get this many PlayStation Plus titles announced in advance.
Yeah.
But we already know most of the December and January PlayStation Plus offerings for PS4. Here we go for December. First up is Injustice Gods Among Us, the Ultimate Edition.
Right.
And I guess you could say this is the first, I don't know if you want to call it AAA, but full retail game that's been on PlayStation Plus
Yeah,
for PS4. And after that, we have Secret Ponchos, which you're very excited about.
I'm very excited about. Been waiting for a long time. It got pushed back, I think, 3 different times. So I'm very excited to play.
Tell us a little bit about this game. I'll pause it because I don't know anything about it.
It's essentially it's like an arena brawler. It's you. I mean, obviously you see your characters. It's a top-down view. So, a la Diablo and games like that. Like MOBAs and stuff. But you fight your enemies and everything like that. It's a brawl. It's not a brawler. It's a I guess fighting. I guess it is a brawler.
Arena?
Arena. Yeah, it's an arena battle game.
Okay.
But against like one person, maybe a couple. Of
I know a lot of people have been waiting for it, so that's great news. Then for January, this is really big news. We're getting Infamous First Light, the DLC standalone DLC that you can get for Infamous Second Son, which I haven't played yet either. So
I know you didn't.
No, I haven't. So I'm really happy about this. And then finally, after that, we've got a game that I did play and I thought was excellent, guys. Check this one out because not enough people have.
I'm so happy I'm getting this.
It's called The Swapper, and
I almost got it too.
Think Portal, but with a little bit of a different mechanic this time around. But the same kind of mentality is used, I guess, and the atmosphere is just perfect. It is just a really great game. Tells a cool story in a minimalistic way, but there's also some other things to be announced for PlayStation Plus. We haven't found out PS3 and Vita for either of those months, but I think that they're announcing this now because of certain bundles that we'll talk about later, especially with First Light. So this relates to another story later on. But yeah, great news for PlayStation Plus. They're hitting their stride now. I think.
Right, and I'm very happy. And lo and behold, Microsoft is really
not so great recently. Yeah.
Right. So, but. Not that Microsoft is the worst. They're definitely not, especially in comparison to the most hated company, in my opinion, Activision. Activision blocks the SharePlay functionality for Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Well, this was definitely a thorn in everybody's side. Reddit users noticed it with the Day Zero edition, but gamers hoped that the block related to the early access, and that when it became available to everyone on Tuesday, SharePlay would open up. Fortunately, that's not what happened. It seems that Activision made it so the entire game is treated like a spoiler cutscene, so that it can't be SharePlayed. So what that means is in SharePlay, the developer can label things as a cutscene, something they don't want given out to be played.
For instance, Ground Zeroes with Metal Gear Solid had a very climactic ending, and it leads right into Phantom Pain. So that is one of those things that you can't even stream. Right. In the same way, that is a spoiler marked cutscene. SharePlay has the same functionality.
Right, exactly. Due to the upsetting news, Sony responded to the issue to CVG. SharePlay is a system-level feature that enabled by System Software Update 2.0, making it available for PS4 titles. However, the option is available to developers to disable the feature according to what they feel will best benefit the consumer experience. What that means is if you, as a developer, don't feel that you want people to be sharing your game, and it's understandable for certain titles, and I'll go into why in a second, but it gives them the option to choose. If it's a indie or an arcade title that takes like 2 hours, 3 hours to play, I can completely understand this considering you can share play for an entire hour.
Yeah.
That means someone can very easily play this game without buying it.
Yep.
When it's a game like Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, where the lore of it is not really the single player all the time, I would say the vast majority, 90%, would say the multiplayer is the lore of it.
Activision did respond to this, and their reasoning was that they haven't seen it in action yet. It's a new feature. They want to see how it works. They want to see that it works well before they want to support it. No. That's all well and good if that's the truth. We all have to wait and see if that's the truth. Because that potentially, from what I hear, if you have a good connection, both party members, it works pretty damn well.
I mean, Racer, I don't know if he's watching right now. RacerX did it with Derek's system when we did the raid the other week.
Aww.
And it worked pretty darn well.
Oh my goodness.
So.
Rick, look at your little dog.
But another thing that I wanted to point out is I think it was Eurogamer possibly looked into a lot of different games to see which games actually have blocked SharePlay functionality. It's not many.
No.
There, I think Tomb Raider was in there. The Definitive Edition was in there.
Oh, really?
A few others, but 90% of them are allowing SharePlay functionality.
Right.
Hopefully that stays. Hopefully this isn't one of these things where Activision did it now, which now is going to start this trend of, if they did it, we can do it.
The only thing that I will give them credit on is you can share play in Destiny, but not Call of Duty.
Okay.
So that's why I don't buy into the whole, we don't know how it's going to work.
Yeah,
Bitch, it's not going to work for anything. Why the hell would you put it in your other big launch title of the year? Like, don't give me that bullshit. You just don't want people share playing.
Yeah, it's a little weird. I agree.
It's not weird. It's complete bullshit.
Yeah, the Destiny is the thing that definitely tips it off, that there's something going on there for sure.
No, they're just assholes, so screw them.
Alrighty. Kristen, will you take the last story?
Seriously.
Yeah, Rick, those tryhards yesterday in Call of Duty.
I want to take that thing away so people can see how cute he is right now.
Okay, yeah.
We're at 2:14.
2:14 already. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Jeez. 20 minutes in. You guys are unbelievable. Thank you so much for joining the show.
What's the number we're going to?
Let's do. I'll do Pterodactyl Andrew at 250 as typical. 300 will be Giraffe Kristen. 400 is Dino Team as usual.
No, we're not doing Dino Team again.
We do Dino Team at 400. That is the way it works because we never get there anyway. So, what?
I thought we were doing Power Rangers now.
Ooh, there is Power Rangers. I forgot about Power Rangers.
Like, seriously.
That requires a setup though. We gotta like search the song and all that.
I have it.
Okay. We'll have to see. If we're getting up there, we'll have to make that decision. But guys, thank you so much for joining us.
Bullshit.
Oh, guys, this is parental advisory.
Oh, yeah, by the way.
Yeah, so if you're...
Mikhail says, I need a dog, period, to love me, period.
Bogey's the best. I was trying to get this out. We got 200 something people in the room. Thank you so much. This is a Level Up Show, a gaming dedicated talk show on every Thursday and Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. We talk all the biggest gaming industry news. We have a very special guest later on, Mike Legg from Petroglyph Games. He's the president and co-founder of the studio. So that's going to be an awesome chat to have. Guys, make sure that you follow us if you haven't. We've gotten so many Twitch hearts already, and how about I read some of them off? Thank you to Cam Drizzle, JTM03, Blackouts, Death Noter, Dominican, Inquisitor, Strider Prime, E-Factor, Twisted Coffin, Glenville, and we're caught up now. Thank you so much, guys. Keep the follows coming. Let's see if we can get past 1,700 follows tonight. We're already at like 1,650. And of course, if we hit certain milestones, we will throw a little dance party of some kind, something along those lines. Really easy to follow us now, guys. If you're live from PlayStation, just make sure you hit the little heart button, and that'll make sure that you get notifications whenever the Level Up Show goes live. Or you can go to twitch.tv/Level Up Show. Could you put back up the one banner?
No, people want to see Bogey.
I know, but it has our YouTube on it and our PSN IDs, and I want to make sure people can see those.
No, boo you.
Boo you.
Wait, which is the first or second one?
I'll do it real quick. It's the first one.
All right, we got the first band hammer of the night. Thank you, Putz.
Thank you.
No, it was the second one.
Was it?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Keep them coming, guys. Thank you guys for the Twitch hearts, and Kristen will go with the next story.
Is it Majora?
I like this next story. This is actually pretty cool.
The Legend of Zelda. Majora's Mask 3D announced for 3DS.
She actually sounds like the announcer from like.
Yes, kind of.
Broken English.
Like Ocarina of Time before it, Majora's Mask will be coming to the 3DS and 2DS sometime next spring. With the collector's edition, gamers will get a steel bookcase, a double-sided poster, and a special pin badge. Nintendo also released the debut trailer at their Nintendo Direct. Let's take a look.
Yeah, here we go, guys.
You work for Ubisoft? You sound like one of their announcers, like their broken French accents. Oh, it's great.
Broken French today.
They have parental controls to restrict 3D mode. That's interesting.
Well, because of the whole controversy.
Makes your eyes go wonky. Now, supposedly, the moment they finished Ocarina of Time 3DS, they began development on this. That's what they're saying. No surprise. It's actually a cult favorite, in a way, among the Legend of Zelda series.
From what I understand, I mean, I've never been... I like Legend of Zelda a lot. I didn't play all of them, so I don't have the... And I didn't play it early, so I don't have that nostalgia factor going for me. But there's a lot of people that claim this is the best one ever.
Yeah, it's really odd. It's a bizarre Zelda, for sure. And it's got this very, like, segregated storyline that's so separate from all the other ones, in my opinion. It seems with like the moon and it just seems like like a branch off of Legend of Zelda in a way.
What's going on, Vantera?
Vantera's in here, Joey. Welcome, man. We're currently checking out the 3DS trailer for Majora's Mask, which comes out. I think was it early next year? They didn't announce a specific release date.
I don't think so now, but I'm gonna imagine it will be probably like in April or something like that.
Yeah. There you go, guys. If you're a big Majora's Mask fan. As I know a lot of people are. There was a huge just outpouring of joy when that was announced. There's a lot of big fans of that game, so that's great for them. Let's open up Skype, guys. Kristen will put the banner up on the screen. Exactly how it sounds, no spaces. Skype is live. You're welcome to call in. We can talk about anything gaming related. And until then, we'll go to the chat room, of course. Anything interesting going on.
Cool Casual Gamer said, "Squee."
Squee.
Oh,
okay, that's
I
interesting.
texted you a question.
Okay.
From Legend.
Oh, Far Cry 4, is it worth it? We don't know yet, but...
I don't know, but...
It looks great.
It looks amazing.
Yeah.
It looks, everything I liked about 3, with all the things I didn't like about 3 fixed.
Yeah, definitely.
So I'm very excited for that. Who the hell doesn't want to shoot a sniper rifle while riding an elephant?
Yeah, seriously.
I mean, come on now.
Animal animations look really great, too.
Can you ride giraffes?
No.
I don't think so.
I don't
Is
think
there
so.
any game where you can ride a giraffe?
Hey!
We just got a little message from Mike Legg saying, woohoo! Hope you're watching, Mike. If so, can't wait to talk with you later on.
You didn't answer my question.
I'm sorry, I got
Is there
distracted.
any game that you can ride a giraffe?
Not yet. Ask Michael Legg if he can put it in.
You
his
should, The Last of Us.
Oh, I know a game where
Try.
you can control a giraffe. They have the patch for that goat game, Goat Simulator, where you
Oh,
can do a
they do a
giraffe
giraffe
instead.
now? Wait,
Because it
that's
has
the
the
one where you-
enormous long neck and it's really awkward. Yeah.
Awesome.
Is it
Yeah.
the one where the goat kisses you?
No, that is that you're thinking of the Advanced Warfare trailer. There's a game called Goat Simulator, which is intentionally broken. It's very glitchy, and you just have this goat that like runs around and jumps off things and causes mayhem. But you can also switch it to be a giraffe, and because it has an insanely long neck and legs, it's really awkward. And
Are you buying this?
it's been out for a while now. I
It's a
think.
PC only title.
It's PC only, yeah.
Oh.
But probably something you would really enjoy.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
We should have you stream that sometime. Zukai Tycoon says reality shifts. You can kind of do things with giraffes in
I
that
would like
game.
an animal. That sounds really weird.
That did sound weird. I'm sorry. There was that game, Africa, for PS3, way back, where you're like taking photos and a Pokemon
You know what I
Snap
don't
way.
know if they have is if it was that what was that weird Japanese one that they had for PS Plus for PS3 a couple months ago.
Oh,
I wonder if that's
what is that called?
Do you remember?
I hear
what
really
it
good
was?
things about that game too.
It's really weird though.
It is weird.
I played a good deal of it, and it's very odd.
I cannot think of the name right now,
Yeah.
but yeah, that's another one that's possible.
241.
241 in the room. 250 is Pterodactyl Andrew, guys.
I don't know if we're getting any Skype calls, so there's
No
not really
Skype
any
calls yet.
Question: why is Fat Dude always wearing tight clothes? Because, man.
He means me.
I gotta show off my sexy curves.
He's keeping warm, I guess, or
I'm
something.
bringing sexy back.
Well, I was gonna say
Yeah.
the milkshake brings the boys to the yard. And I keep, well, I mean, I don't know if it does, so I keep trying. So I've had 4 today, but I haven't seen any.
And never forget, guys, if we hit 1,000 people in the room, Mike will twerk.
Apparently so.
Yeah.
That would be funny.
All right, some thank yous before moving on to our second level update. We've got Mr. Computer, thank you for your Twitch art, BH Cook, Thomas Catdog, Five Nation, Somewhat Gamer, Yellow Monkey, X Blue Star, Nat Joe Cats, Muza8287, RJ Zombie Killer, Sticks 1256, Dog 2241, and back to Cam Drizzle. Thank you guys for the Twitch arts. Keep them coming. Already getting close to 1,700. If we hit the 1,700, maybe we can even get to 1,800. That'd be unbelievable. But until then, how about we move on to our second level update?
Oh, it's Tokyo Jungle.
Tokyo Jungle. That's it.
Thank you,
You're right.
Derek.
Derek, always so knowledgeable.
Someone else might have said it too, but that was the first one I saw.
So, we had a rumor that surfaced and was potentially debunked very shortly
Pterodactyl
after.
Andrew.
Already.
Yes.
Okay, pause.
Well, I mean, I guess you could.
I can. No, it's all right.
Wait,
Only takes a
I
second.
should give you the hat.
Okay, I will wait. Go ahead, take your time.
Take my time.
Oh my God.
He doesn't
Guys,
really mean.
I am
What?
in the chat room. So is Kristen. Kristen says be nice. I am Level Up Show Mike. If I answer your question that you put in the chat room, that means I'm not talking about it on the show because we don't have whatever you want to know about for the show. So I'm going to put this again in there.
Little disclaimer
Look
for
it.
you. And I've got to try and keep the pterodactyl on my face while coming closer.
It doesn't care.
It's not working. There it is. No, it's back. All right. All right, that pterodactyl Andrew. Thank you guys for hitting 250. Let's see if we can get to 300. Already at 252 now. So as I was saying, Fallout, we've been hearing a lot about it for a while now. It's going to be announced at some point. Now, there was a rumor going around that it was going to be called Shadow of Boston. Sorry, we moved on to our...
Kristen didn't take down the Skype thing.
Oh, you didn't take down the Skype thing.
What
Oh,
is
she
that?
put down the. She took away the.
I did a lot of things.
What did you do?
Guys, we're not taking Skype calls until the next Skype segment. Just hold on a little while longer. So Shadow of Boston is supposedly the next name for Fallout, but this is a rumor. And it started on NeoGAF when a user spotted an application for the trademark Shadow of Boston in Germany.
Hello?
One.
Hello?
Hey, you're on the Level Up Show. How you doing?
I'm fine.
What's going on, man? What do you want to talk about?
The update, what do you think about the new PlayStation update?
2.0?
The update that Sony just added to the PlayStation.
Yeah.
2.01.
There's 2.0 and then there's 2.01. 2.0 added in the share play functionality as well as some of the big live from PlayStation improvements that we really are enjoying. But they also added in themes. You got dynamic themes now. You got MP3 playback. It's a very good start, but some of it isn't quite to where we want it to be, such as the MP3 playback. What you would like is so that you can just load your MP3s right onto the hard drive, as well as videos. So hopefully that comes sometime in the future. And eventually I hope they add in the suspend resume and also the DLNA. Those are the big missing features. And fortunately 2.01 fixed the rest mode problems that people were having. So that's great news as well. How about you? How do you feel about it, man? He doesn't feel.
Sounds great.
He doesn't feel anything.
Shout out to King Kurt and anybody else in here earlier that was
Thanks for calling in, Negro Minikin.
that was doing the raid. So thank you guys.
Let's go
All right,
back.
guys. No more Skype calls. Wow, we just definitely.
Well, it's because you never paused it. All right, we're starting this story over.
yes.
Let's try this again, guys. Rumor, Fallout, The Shadow of Boston is going to be released at some point. That's going to be the name of the next Fallout game. It came from a NeoGAF user who spotted it on a German site, actually, that the application for the trademark had been filed, with the owner being Bethesda Softworks. Now, Boston rumors have been around since 2012, actually, again, from a Reddit user this time, who claimed that Bethesda was in Boston doing research, scouting out locations, potentially, to adapt to the game, stuff like that. Now, Bethesda on Twitter did respond to this, saying the German trademark filing that's making the rounds is a hoax. That didn't come from our offices. I don't know if this is completely debunking yet. We've had lies on the halves of developers and publishers in the past. Let's not forget David Jaffe, for instance, who said, we are 100% not working on Twisted Metal. 1 month later, they're out on stage in a sweet
oh my god,
tooth truck.
that was like all of a sudden you hear the ice cream truck music and you're like,
come on now. So, for the sake of building hype and keeping things a surprise, I can understand these guys lying about it. That doesn't mean this is the truth, but I really do think this is going to be a Boston game. Where there's smoke, there's fire, right? And
I guess,
that's been a rumor for such a long time now, but we'll have to wait and see for sure.
It was disappointing because I feel like there's other places they could have gone that weren't on the East Coast.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
So, I don't know.
Yep.
But,
exciting stuff, though.
Along with that, imagine if you could play Fallout Boston with your Oculus Rift.
That would be amazing.
Or Morpheus, or whatever happens to come.
Yep.
Because coming in a few months will be the Oculus Rift. They said it is months away. Oculus Rift CEO Brendan, is it iRive?
I think it's iRive, yeah.
He said Oculus is largely finalized for a consumer product. We're all hungry for it to happen. We're getting very close. It's months, not years away, but many months. We're a little worried about bigger companies putting out products that aren't ready. Disorientation and motion sickness is the elephant in the room, but we're encouraging big companies not to put out a product before it's ready. We've gone out there and set this bar high and said we wanted to get it right. We don't want it to be 4 or 5 years. We're eager for this to happen. And they're clearly speaking to PlayStation and other companies that are trying to catch up. I don't know if I would really say that PlayStation is trying to rush. I mean, not many people have used it, but the ones that have said it was much farther along than they anticipated.
Yeah.
And it was actually better. They didn't get as disoriented as they did with Oculus Rift.
Yeah.
I can't say anything to the proposed Samsung one, but if we know anything about Samsung, they have no problem putting out products before they're ready to be released.
Yeah.
And they end up shitting out on you anyway, so.
Yeah, and I'm sure we're going to find out a lot more about Project Morpheus at PlayStation Experience. They've already said that it's going to be the first time that there's a consumer hands-on experience with Project Morpheus. So that's really exciting. And with the big supposed news on No Man's Sky, as I said on Thursday, I really think that there's going to be some connection there. I'm really hoping that there's a Project Morpheus version of No Man's Sky, and maybe even when Project Morpheus launches next year, that No Man's Sky is a bundled game with it.
Yeah,
that would be a
great
great game.
Too.
Yeah, we were talking about it on Thursday. I think that's the perfect route to go. Maybe even buy Hello Games. They seem like they have a lot of potential. Grab a hold of them. Joe Danger was a underrated series. Not underrated in like the form of critics. Critics actually rated it very well. Just underappreciated, I guess I should say. Not enough people play Joe Danger. So they have a strong pedigree so far, and maybe Sony will jump onto that and grab hold. So we'll have to wait and see. And Kristen, you have the last story.
Our clock is in the room.
Really?
Yeah, the big clock. His name is the big clock.
I'm so confused.
He said he's upstairs and he misses us.
There's somebody in the room named the Big Clock.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Welcome, the Big Clock. It's nice to have you back. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm green? Where's
Yep.
green?
Yes.
Okay, let me try a different. We'll see what comes out. GTA 5 first-person mode, more extensive than originally thought.
How is this any different?
It's a little. I'm dragging things out a little bit.
Oh, okay, good.
Okay.
We have known about the new first mode person for Grand Theft Auto 5 But I'll do it normal. We have known about the new first-person mode for Grand Theft Auto 5 for quite a while, but only now with the release of the new trailer do we see how extensive the mode is. As you can see on the television in front of your eyes, the attention to detail is actually very impressive for a remaster.
Alright, there we go.
The phone is no longer a screen in the corner. Your character now holds up the phone in front of his face. First-person mode is utilized during shooting segments and has new reload animations to go along with it. You can even drive in cockpit view from a car, motorcycle, jet, helicopter, and more. What will be most interesting to see is how first-person mode will affect the way story moments are told and displayed.
Yeah, definitely.
Can you drive a boat?
There's definitely
yeah, you can drive a boat.
Yeah, there's definitely some scenes that I'm very eager to see how they handle in first-person mode, both gameplay-wise and story-wise. So I'm very eager to actually at least watch. I'm not going to get it right away, just being realistic, but...
I think that last moment there is a perfect example of something that you could miss in first person. You could obviously tell that there's somebody hanging onto the wing, right? And that's a story thing where, like, you know, if you're in third person, you're going to see that person lose grip of the wing, fly off, and then Trevor is going to comment on it. Mm-hmm. If you're in first person mode and you don't look over there, you're not going to see that person, you know, lose grip of the wing. So those are the kind of moments where I wonder if they take control away from you for a moment and have it force you to look over at the wing or something along those lines. We'll have to wait and see on that. We're going to be talking about Grand Theft Auto some more later on, of course. Yes. Okay.
Yeah, I think you're covering that, right?
We are. Guys, that is the end of our second level update. How about we take some calls before taking a commercial break? Real quick, though, thank you. Needs to go out to Saber462, M2 Thap, Trinity Films, Booty Sood, Dark Destroyer, Capo, the Deuce X, BB Ja, Mr. Computer again. Thank you guys for the Twitch hearts. That is a lot already.
Big Fox says, I want to be sold in a store for the fans.
Oh, it's so generous, really. Yeah. I always wonder who these people are that
they're actually pretty. I like it.
I like it too.
I like the big clock.
Yeah. There we go. We got a call already from Derek.
Hey, there he is. Hey, Derek, what's going on, friend?
What?
What's going on, friend?
Oh, I couldn't hear that. Sorry, volume was low.
No
Hello,
problem.
friend.
What's going on, man?
Much as usual. Your question.
Go ahead.
If you could change the name to any one video game title, what would it be?
Oh my God, this is such a hard question.
What's the question?
As a joke, real quick, if there's anybody that played with me earlier or anybody that did the raid with me on Friday, we can change Destiny to Live, Die, Repeat, because that's essentially all you do.
Age of Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
So that's definitely one that we could do.
I'm so bad at these kind of questions, like on the fly, like coming up with something. Do you have anything that you could possibly say for this?
To rename a video game?
Rename a video game. What would you rename it to be?
Oh, God. Off the top of my head?
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
Grand Theft Auto could be renamed to True American Story.
I don't know.
Jumping Italian Plumber.
What? That'd be awful.
He looks at me and thinks Mario.
I don't know. It's everything I think of when I look at you. Those are the games that you love. It was Mario. I would call Final Fantasy the end of magic. I don't know.
I would call Journey Mission Possible.
Hey, I won't lie, I'm getting a few giggles, so...
These are the worst.
These
are so bad.
Awful at this.
These are on the fly. I am not good at this. Derek, do you have something that you can save this question with?
Resident Evil? It sounds like Hitler's living next door.
So call it Biohazard, the actual name in Japan.
Biohazard would work.
Biohazard's actually a name that people like more.
So much better.
You like Biohazard better? Yeah, a lot of people actually like Biohazard better. What's another one that's different? Oh, Evil Within was called Psycho Break in Japan.
And that didn't work.
You don't like Psycho Break as much? I like Evil Within better as well, I think. But there are a lot of people that like Psycho Break better. So.
Yeah?
Pom Pampin. I can't see it. It's in like light green. He says Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, call it Bad Spawning.
Yeah, I didn't even want to acknowledge that.
What, is that inappropriate?
No, it's just everybody always has a problem with every game that comes out.
Oh.
Spawning, if you don't know, it's where, like, if you die, you spawn back into a certain area of the map.
Satan?
No. but you can have the spawn of Satan as well. But that's not what we're talking about. All right, Derek. Thank you for a very difficult question. I'm sorry that I sucked so hard.
All right, I'll turn down the difficulty.
Wait. Rick said the what's called Last of Us Left Behind should be changed to Journey with Tapioca.
Okay.
Tapioca.
Yeah. All right. I guess you didn't get that. No.
I don't get it either.
No, you wouldn't.
All right. Thanks for calling in, man.
All right, see you around.
See you, Derek.
You know, it's a hard question.
That was a hard question.
Very hard.
If I had time to think about it, I'm sure I could come up with something.
We were
clever.
trying to figure out. We were talking about when we were doing the stream. We were talking about the initiation of like certain catchphrases. So like the clock and Boosh and all that kind of thing. So Boosh started in The Last of Us Left Behind with Ellie and her friend, and no one could figure out her friend's name. We're like, what is her friend's name? And someone's like, Tapioca. Like, what?
Okay.
Like, that's not racist.
That sounds a little racist. Yeah, that's the first thing that came to my mind. All right. Real quick, thank you to Last Stand 008, Who's a Nest, Exposure, Canadian Raider,
Let's do Trevor.
Draclaz, and Paulie got perp. Okay.
I mean, now someone has a new name.
Hey, Trevor, welcome to the Level Up Show.
The clock is a big fake.
Hey, Trevor, can you hear us?
Yeah.
There you go. Nice. Welcome to the Level Up Show, man. What do you want to talk about?
So Boosh started in The Last of Us Left Behind.
Make sure to mute your stream in the background. Trevor!
Snake?
Snake! Alright, that's unfortunate. Thanks for trying, Trevor.
Clever.
You're the worst.
I'm the worst. See if we can get hold of Brian. Clever.
The clock says
I like that.
My minute hand tells me it is time to take another call.
Oh, I like this comment. You guys are really awkward, but props for doing this.
Where was that one? I didn't see that.
All right, so we're not getting a hold of Brian either. Sorry, Brian. All right, let's take a quick commercial break, guys, before moving on to our third segment.
Commercial?
Commercial! Are we on commercial? I have a special.
Do you?
Yes. The secret word is Homo sapien.
I like that.
I like it because it's something people can use in the place of many other things, and people are just like, why are you saying
just
that?
told people to say homo.
Homo sapien. Homo sapien is the secret word. Guys, if you don't know what the secret word is, some of the viewers have no idea what's going on right now.
So.
But you do.
Alright, so we still got about 20 seconds, but some people came back.
Okay.
Some people only last for 15 seconds for it.
Okay.
So.
Well, let's thank a few more people then. Thank you to J. Mike Russ, Last Stand, Affinity, Joe Chipperson, Pomp Hampin, M2 Thap. Thank you guys for the Twitch hearts. Keep them coming. Do you have any idea where we're at Twitch heart wise? Because we were at 1645.
Right, that's when I started the show, so I will
1645 at the start.
Second.
Homo sapien.
If it wants to load, it does not.
What do you win?
1690.
1690 already. That's already 45 hearts, guys.
You know what? No, it's, all right, we're back from commercial. So, guys, thank you for coming back.
Yeah.
Thank you for waiting for the fun, loving commercial.
Yes. Whatever it was.
I have no idea what the hell it was.
Hopefully it was Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Did you, have you guys, sat and thought about, our Twitch follows and anything like that and how long it took us to get to 1,000?
I know.
And now, within a month, we're already at... We're already, 300 away?
Yeah, and we just got another one from XGXMX.
Guys, we need to hit, 1750?
Yeah, let's see if we can get to 1750 tonight.
1750.
That'll be over 100 Twitch hearts, which would be amazing, of course.
We did it last week.
Whoa, this is weird.
That's strange.
This is early.
So out of place.
Yes.
And odd.
All right, let's check this one out, guys.
Nobody talk. This is amazing.
Revolution is a game of power. It is played in the shadows and scored in blood. So young, yet so serious. Trust no one, not even those you call friends. You're not an apprentice anymore, assassin. The rich idle. The poor starve. Our fight for liberty begins.
This is what France has come to.
I never walk away. I never say away. I'll never go.
It is It's not your place to choose your own targets.
And I was there, standing outside your door, waiting for you to show me how to stay.
There are some who would reign in fear, but we are stronger together.
Ready to fight.
Unites!
Such an awesome trailer.
Yeah, it is cool.
And really emphasizes everything that they want to do with the series now, as well as the game. So they showed you everything from the change up in the story, the way that they're going with the emphasis on fanaticism, to co-op play. So I'll go into it. Obviously, Assassin's Creed Unity is what we're talking about today, guys. And this story now follows Arno Dorian, an adopted orphan of a murdered assassin who we will follow from childhood to adult, similar to how we did with Ezio Auditore and Assassin's Creed 2. He's adopted into a family of high-ranking Templars. Father is the Grand Master of the Templars at the time, but this is not known to him. During your journey towards the beginning of the game with Arno, your new adoptive Templar father is also murdered. So you now go on a quest to try to find out what's wrong. Along the way, you get led into the Assassin's Brotherhood, where he rises up in the ranks. His adopted sister, Elise de la Serre, is also a Templar, obviously, who is searching for answers herself. She will become Arno's Jerry Springer-inspired love interest.
Where did you hear this?
Oh, this is
Jerry Springer inspired?
Well, no, I added that
Okay.
ad-lib myself. Am I not allowed to ad-lib? I'm sorry, guys.
I thought it was like literal.
Yeah, there's
like,
a cameo by Jerry Springer.
Jerry Springer inspired is what you said. I was like,
it's a sister.
Okay.
It's something that you would see on Jerry Springer.
Gotcha.
So other key appearances include, but are not limited to, Marquis de Sade, Maximilien de Robespierre, and Napoleon Bonaparte. So these are pretty interesting to me. For those that are fearing the familiarity and redundance of it, just in a new skin, not only have they reworked and changed the gameplay mechanics, but the style of the story as well. This one's going to focus on fanaticism, both in the side of the Templars and the assassins that take place. One of the things they say in the trailer is, at what time is fanaticism, where does the line end? You become blurred into the other side. So little is known on the current day portions, however, but they are returning. The team decided to take a different approach handling the Abstergo story. Normally you were in a Abstergo office, first person mode, everything like that.
Yeah.
This time we will play a nameless character who is intended to be you. You're going to get sucked into it by the Assassin's Brotherhood of current time, calling you and asking you to spy on Abstergo for them and get into Arno's memories to help them against the Templars.
Interesting.
So that's going to be an interesting take on the story. Another new addition, I don't know if it showed it yet, is the time anomaly.
Yeah, that was actually playing already.
Alright, so the time anomalies you saw a little bit earlier, but while you're playing as Arno, time anomaly may occur, throwing him forward or backward in time. The only confirmed setting so far that we saw from the trailer earlier is World War II German-occupied Paris with, now with floating dirigibles.
Oh my god.
It's kind of crazy. I think it's pretty cool. Another cool mechanic, like I said, the climbing mechanics have been changed a little bit. You'll see he's actually more stylized with the way he climbs. But no more will your falls be determined by floating hay bale. Fall from 200 feet, walks away from landing the flower petals. They heard your meme. They thought it was goofy as well. And they thought they had the technology to change it. So now you'll actually glide down in parkour style as you fall. So you won't be jumping into hay bales or anything like that anymore.
Interesting.
Climbing controls have also been tweaked. So while you're running and you all of a sudden hit the corner of a wall and you randomly start climbing up it for no reason, they took that away. It's on a different control scheme a little bit, so that'll be nice. While you are running, you're gonna push through crowds and as well as merge your way and squeeze through them, like you naturally would in real life. You're gonna focus less on your killing friends this time. So this is gonna be the first installment without a multiplayer, competitive multiplayer since Brotherhood, and I'm okay with this. I was not, I played it at the beginning, and in Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, it started out good, but when I went back to it, a couple months after it initially launched, everybody just ran around and started killing you, and that wasn't the point of it. So it got really stupid really quickly. So they took that out, but now the emphasis is going to be on co-op. There's more reliance in playing with your friends, and the game mode itself, you'll actually see kind of the story, the settings, all the level layouts. You can do it by yourself, but it's definitely going to be much more entertaining and smoother experience with your friends. And this time it's going to add skill points. So instead of just buying a new sword that also makes you better at what you do, you're going to have skill points that you earn to upgrade. I think it's 3 different classes. I think it's stealth, combat, and parkour. So not only will you upgrade how stealthy you are and how well you fight, but also the way that you run through and run up walls or anything like that, which is pretty cool. And when you're playing co-op, the skill points are all shared.
Definitely.
So
visually, looks pretty good. I think for the most part.
Yeah.
It's a nice upgrade.
It looks like 900p.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess you could say that.
BMC,
we probably can't go through a Unity segment without.
BMC really wants you to see you in it, and he missed it.
Okay. I mean, I don't think we can really go through a segment without talking about the whole 900p parity issue, but it still looks great. It's just a lower resolution. I can't find the way this goes on. There you go, BMC.
BMC, there you go, Direct
But they clearly have worked on like the facial animations and the motion capture and stuff like that. It definitely, that was one thing about Assassin's Creed that never really pushed the boundaries, was like the facial stuff. Like the environments and stuff, like in Black Flag, for instance, looked beautiful. Like the water and stuff, it really was gorgeous. But then the moment you saw like a cutscene with like the faces, it was like kind of pulled you back again.
Right.
Like, this is clearly going with a little bit more of a realistic vibe, and pulling it off for the most part, I would say. Looks pretty damn good. So, yeah. When does this come out? I think this is the 18th, right? This is one of those ones, or is it this 11th?
This Tuesday.
11th, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So this is this Tuesday.
Yeah, one of a few games coming out on Tuesday. So yeah,
it's gonna be great. I think I actually might get it. I wasn't going to, but now with all the sales coming around, buy 2 get 1 free this week at Target, so I can't really.
Wait, buy 2 what?
Video games.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, get 1 free. They're doing that whole thing
Wait, buy
again.
2, get 1 free?
Yeah.
Yep.
So you have to spend $120 to get 1 for free?
Yeah.
Which you would spend $60 on 1 or $120 on just 2. So now I'm getting $180 worth for $120.
Yeah, but still.
There's a lot. I mean, it's holiday time. There's a lot.
A lot of people get 2
I
games.
can't take you seriously. Take that off.
Okay. You told me to put it on.
No, but don't you think having 3 games at once is a little too much?
No, you just put them in your back.
Before you met Drew, he would get like 12 games at once. If
he doesn't have time to do that anymore.
No, but like for instance, when I got the PS4, I did buy 2 get 1 free. I got Assassin's Creed Black Flag, I got Killzone, and I got Knack.
Are you doing that?
Huh? I don't know. It's possible, but the thing is, it doesn't go as far as I would like it to, because Little Big Planet comes out on the 18th. And
I'm wondering if you can return
it
it for an equal or lesser value product.
Yeah, that kind of stinks, because those are the 2 games I want, and that's right after the deal ends.
So but going into level update?
Yes, we're going to go back into the level update, but of course we have multiple Twitch hearts. Thank you to Dashley, Beastwad, Neo Gecko Gear, Stroke Wallace, Schneiderman, Raul Reese, Nature Plays, Astro Zombie G, Seamus McCarthy, Andy Oki, Andre02 or 0102, Mr. Boomsticks, and GXMX once again. Thank you guys. Oh, and the Big Clock's in there. Thank you, Big Clock, as well, for all of your Twitch hearts, guys. I don't know how many people we have in the room right now. I don't know how many hearts we have, but thank you so much. This is the Level Up Show. It's a gaming dedicated talk show on every Thursday and Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, and we talk all the biggest gaming industry news as we're about to move on to our next Level Update segment. That was Native Baller there, and some more. Keep them coming, guys. I will read them off in a little while. Let's move on, though, to some Square Enix news. They have presented their new plan for Western and Japanese studios. Now, they kind of showed their current structure, and for both Western and Japanese, it shows several large-scale games with a several billion yen budget. That was what they have done for the last many years for both Japan and in the West. Now, their future plan for the West is not so much different, but it is a little bit more focused on mid-sized projects that will have a budget of 1 billion yen, which is the equivalent of $8.73 million US for those wondering. Now, there is still a focus in the West on large-scale projects as well, but Japan, they're going in a different direction. In Japan, Square Enix is going to be focusing on one potentially major project, and then a few mid-scale projects and then many small-scale projects, which will only cost maybe 100 million yen.
Mm-hmm.
And that's because, obviously, Japan has a very strong focus on mobile devices, smartphones, all those kind of things. That's
Nothing's
the
really
route
killing other markets over there.
Yeah,
like
it's kind of a
the
shame.
market is kind of changing even over there.
But I also have to wonder, what does that mean for the West? Like, mid-size is kind of double A, I guess you could say. I wonder if that includes, like, Hitman, for instance, from Eidos. I don't know. But there was one final note in that Western development says lower risks for major titles through the use of external funds, end quote. And of course that is referencing, I have to imagine, the Microsoft partnership with Crystal Dynamics for Tomb Raider. So this seems like something they have planned for the future as well, not just for that title alone, but they might be doing more like that in the future. Maybe Kingdom Hearts, maybe Final Fantasy. Maybe we're going to get some timed exclusivity on those projects as well, because Sony or Microsoft are footing some of the bill early in development.
Right, and that's the big rumor about it, that Microsoft threw a ton of money at them.
Yes, for maybe a 6-month exclusivity. So
even a year, we don't know.
Or a year, it's possible. We don't know yet, but I wonder if they will be doing more like that in the future with something like Final Fantasy or Kingdom Hearts. I wonder if Sony's going to try and get a little bit of a timed exclusivity. I think it would be very much in their favor for them to do that. That's it for that story. Go ahead, Mike.
PlayStation's Black Friday bundle has possibly been revealed.
Yeah.
The holiday sales are on their way, obviously, and some Black Friday deals are already leaking, such as a new one from Dell. This new ad shows the Xbox One Assassin's Creed Unity bundle for only $330. However, the Dell ad is also our first potential look at PlayStation's holiday bundle in the US. It shows the PS4, The Last of Us Remastered, and GTA 5 Remastered, all for $400, which would be about $100 in savings, given the other games that you're getting. There's also an amazing UK deal coming this holiday. GameStop UK, for instance, is dropping the PS4 price down to €299, with other retailers also following suit, such as Simply Games.
Yeah.
I even saw Kohl's is going to have the Xbox One here in the States for $329.
Yeah, and there's also some anonymous rumors right now that there's another bundle on the way that nobody knows about that will be very competitively priced with 3 first-party titles from Sony. What does that mean? I think probably Infamous, Killzone, and Knack.
Wait.
Or maybe Last of Us. I'm not sure.
Which one was $330?
That was the Xbox One, actually, which is really they're really dropping that price down.
The PS4.
PS4, there's a $399 one with GTA Remastered and Last of Us Remastered, so you're getting like a $80.
You already
probably more
have
than that.
that.
I already have Last of Us, and I'm getting GTA, so that doesn't really benefit me at all. And neither will this three single party. First party, I should say, bundle, which might be Infamous, Killzone, and I don't know what else would be in
So what you're saying is you're too cool for them?
I already have them.
So he's too cool.
Sure, I guess I can say
I'm not really
that.
sure I'm following what's going on. I'm also paying attention to the chat.
I'm hoping that the PS4 bundle with the 3 first-party games will be $350. That would be amazing, but we'll have to wait and see. So you call from Mike Hawk real quick?
If we can.
Kohl's is going to sell stuff?
Yeah.
I guess so.
Jeez, they have everything except shoelaces.
There are ads online already.
They don't have shoelaces.
Kohl's doesn't sell shoelaces.
I have $50 in credit if you want to buy it off of me.
For what?
Kohl's. I don't know if I'm going to use that at all.
$50 in credit.
Yeah.
So you'll just give it to me for free?
Let's try calling Mike back. For some reason, we're not getting through. Here we go. Mike, can you hear us?
Ebola.
Ebola, are you afraid?
Whoa.
I have it.
Oh,
that's very unfortunate.
Wait, seriously?
You should be quarantined. Are you quarantined right now?
Yes.
Did you know that
That's
the Resident
good.
Evil series is based off a strain of Ebola and that you might turn into a zombie?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, you did.
Black, so I had HIV too.
That's pretty bad.
That's even worse, actually.
Yeah.
Yes. All right, well, Mike, hang in there. We'll be rooting for you.
Nice try. That was pretty bad.
Oh my god, I knew it was a troll when he said he had HIV
Of
and
course
Ebola.
he did. You didn't figure it out from the get-go?
I knew it had Ebola.
Right. You know what? Well, no, because the other night you
I
guys
wonder-
were saying a couple things about it on Thursday's show, so it could have been like how would you call it, President Steve? You just go like Gadzooks.
BMC music, just started to hear that, bro.
Oh, so you were joking when you said, are you in quarantine?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We were just playing along.
I was going with it. Listen, if you're gonna really react to the trolls like that, then you're gonna.
All right, let's try another call here from
We're
Brevard.
gonna go to.
Hey, welcome. You're on the Level Up Show.
Hey, what's up, guys? Hey, have you guys talked about the PlayStation TV? Because I'm still debating on if it's worth getting or not.
We did in the past. Are you getting it? Are you planning to get it?
If it improves in the future and they patch in certain things, like Netflix, for instance,
Right.
right now it's definitely not where it should have been, and it doesn't have 1080p support on many of the media applications. A lot of the games aren't supported.
Do you have multiple TVs?
Who, me?
Yes.
Yeah, I got multiple TVs. I mean, I got a Vizio, and I still got the 3D monitor that came with like that. What was that
Right,
racing game?
the one that released around the PS3 with was it something Apocalypse, Motorstorm Apocalypse?
Yeah, Motocross Apocalypse, something like that.
Yeah. I mean, for you though, Drew, even yourself, like if you have a TV in another room that doesn't have your PS4, it's still worth it.
That's the
And it still works
selling
pretty
feature.
well.
Yeah, that's the
Right.
big selling feature. Is if you have a great connection, both wired in both rooms, and you want to have your PS4 streaming to another room. Supposedly, it works quite well. And it's a way to save $300 really on, instead of buying a separate PS4, you can buy a PS TV for $100. So I'm hearing pretty good things about that, but the other sides of PlayStation TV are what are lacking.
But I want to be able to play, I don't know, some of my older library. I mean, I'd like to see a lot of games that were on UMD, crossover and kind of get updated graphics. I don't know if they plan on doing anything, stuff like that. But I'd like to still be able to play my old library.
That's PlayStation Now is where you'd have to go for that. But it does have some support for PS1 classics through the Vita, because this is basically what it is. It's just a Vita on your TV, and you can play PS1 classics on your
Which is
Vita.
why it was called Vita TV overseas.
Yes.
So,
that might be coming more and more in the future, but right now you'd have to rely on your back catalog of PlayStation 1 classics and on PlayStation Now.
All right, how do you guys feel about the camera? Because like every time when they release like a peripheral or something, it's hot for a while, and then next couple months connecting dust.
If you want someone to play devil's advocate, you're asking the wrong people considering what we're doing right now.
Yes, definitely. But no, I mean, for what we're doing, PlayStation camera works very well. I hope that in the future they release an even better version with like some 1080p capture. That would be amazing. This one does 720p maximum. But for the purposes of streaming online, Twitch, all that kind of stuff, it's working very well for people. We're at 326, by the way.
Yeah, no.
So yeah, I think it's worth it. It's actually hard to find. It's not really a fad at all when it comes to the PlayStation 4. There's a lot of people trying to get a hold of the camera.
Right. And I'm looking at you guys' setup. It's cool. I really like you guys' show.
Thank you so much, man. Thanks for calling in.
All right, cool. Talk to you guys later.
Bree is back.
Yes, we saw.
Could you take down the Skype banner, please?
Yeah.
Because guys, we can't do any more Skype calls right now. He's got to.
Yeah, leave us alone.
You have to take down the banner.
You didn't tell me to take it down.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, sorry.
I
Are we
can't
doing this
always
next
know
door
when
considering
you're
they
done.
did it since they kind of brought it back?
What?
The Steam titles.
Oh, they did? I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
Okay, they brought it back.
Do you want to just recap it quickly?
Yeah, recap it. Why don't you read it off and then we'll say what happened.
Where's the green Assassin's Creed?
Yes.
Get ready for some video content! Assassin's Creed, Unity, and Far Cry 4 pages removed from stream. What?
I was
just
saying
kidding.
Yes.
Is that a joke? Is that not real?
Well, it isn't anymore.
We will explain in a second. Go ahead.
It's not April Fool's Day. Starting in the United Kingdom, maybe gamers were tweeting about the games missing from Steam. It soon became consistent throughout other regions as well. Although Ubisoft has not responded on the removal yet, it hasn't stopped gamers on speculating what it all might mean. The most common assumption is that Ubisoft is looking to do a service similar to EA Access, where gamers will be forced to obtain their games digitally. Like EA with Origin, Ubisoft has Uplay, and it's a digital platform that seems like a natural evolution for the publisher. Until we receive an official response, though, we will file this one under the mistake category.
And I guess we were right
There
to
you
do
go.
that.
Yeah, it was a mistake. I wonder if there was something else to it, but from what I know, I didn't look too deeply into it because I didn't even know you put it in here. It was a slow news week.
Yeah.
But yeah, they took it. They took them away and then they put them back. We don't. No one know. Like I don't think anybody's determined. I think they released a statement, but I don't think anybody's determined if it was a fluke or if they did it on purpose and then they redid it.
And then they realized
accident.
people were not happy. But I really do think that they're in the early stages of developing their EA Access clone.
Oh yeah.
I would not be surprised at all if they're.
Oh no, well I mean they already had Uplay.
Yeah.
Uplay was actually the first one to market.
Definitely,
or
yeah.
something like that.
Who
so.
wants to eat my head?
Could I get
Where's
the-
Gregory? We have no idea. Greg is
Greg
on
is in
that
prison. He's
Oh.
been in prison. That's why he's not here
Oh wow.
for the past 2 weeks.
Are you serious?
No.
No.
I know.
You're the worst.
You're the worst. All right.
Why don't we go into the next one because we took a couple calls.
Yeah, we gotta keep going because this is a long. If we want to try and play the trailer, I'm gonna play some of it while I'm talking, and then maybe the end of it we can actually turn up the volume. So new IP Overwatch was debuted at BlizzCon. Now this is the first time in 17 years that Blizzard has announced a new franchise, and it is a 6v6 multiplayer shooter coming in 2015 with a beta actually sometime before the end of this year. Now the game follows the team Overwatch, which is, quote, an elite international task force charged with ending the war and restoring liberty to all nations, quote. Now the war that they're talking about here is a war between robots and humans, kind of cliche, but you know, that's games for you, I guess. The game takes place 60 years in the future, but 30 years before that, robots became self-aware and attacked humans trying to take over the world. Now, there are 12 heroes in Overwatch, and they were playable at BlizzCon, but there are even more to come, each with their own unique characteristics. For instance, one character might be able to shoot healing streams, while another has the ability to deploy energy shields. The 4 main character classes are offense, defense, tank, and support. And during gameplay, which is really cool, you can swap characters as needed. You are not restricted to one character that you choose at the beginning. They want you to be able to have that freedom of switching classes and stuff like that. How do you feel about this?
I think it's pretty cool.
Looks
I'm eager
cool.
to see more of it.
Yeah.
From hands-on impressions I've heard from other companies and everything like that, they seem to like it.
Yeah, I mean, awesome little CGI trailer we got here, Pixar quality almost in a way. I think the graphics are cool because they're trying to match this cartoony style in a cool way. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Battleborn in that way. We're getting a lot of games like this recently.
I like it though.
But supposedly this is using a lot of assets from Titan actually.
Okay.
That's what I'm hearing.
I wonder if like the mech suits and everything like that were part of this, part of the things that we're gonna keep in there because that looks like something we saw from early impressions.
Yeah.
The style, stuff like that. So I'm actually really excited for this. It's gonna be really cool. And like I said, everybody seems like it so far.
Bob, Mickey, we're not taking calls right now.
Guys, we're not taking calls.
Whoa, anger.
No, it's annoying. Like if someone ignores your call 50 times, what do you think is the answer?
We are a professional
Okay,
show.
I'm sorry. Politely and professionally, stop calling.
Yes.
You're
We will
not
let you know
calling
when you can
anymore.
call in.
This
Guys.
guy's banner, he's not up yet.
There you go. But he's
Why
gonna
don't
keep
you
calling.
just mute it?
I was going to
wanted to play the
because there
trailer.
was volume about to go up, but forget it. We'll just let the trailer play in the
Way to
background.
ruin for everybody, guys.
Go ahead and go on with the next story.
Yeah. So Sucker Punch might be gearing up for another open world game. How do you feel about this?
Depends on what it is. Which
So
IP?
a new job listing has been put on Sucker Punch's official website. The listing is for a narrative writer. States that the successful applicant will have the responsibility of teaming up with content designers, writers, and creative staff in creating original narrative content and unbelievable characters for an open world game. It also stresses that candidates must have a good understanding of the genre and must be capable of writing and editing compelling and unique dialogue for a diverse cast. Another Infamous game or something completely different?
Yeah, that's the question. I kind of hope it's something different, to be honest.
I would rather see something different.
Yeah, me
at this
too.
point. I think with Infamous, as great as the open world idea would be to it, I think they kind of pigeonhole themselves into something that they can't really break away from without losing its core, values.
And Delsin's story,
right.
I don't really want to see any more of it. It was already not really as compelling as I wanted it to be in Infamous Second Son, and I feel like the way it wrapped up is it's done. Like, I don't need to see any more from that character, or Fetch for that matter, after First Light, I'm sure. When I play that, that'll be a nice closure to her side story. So, either an entirely new character, again with Infamous, or a new IP. I hope new IP. But
yeah, me too. I think they have the potential to create something really awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine if it's a Jack and Daxter open world story. Or
yeah, they're taking that away from Naughty Dog.
Or something in that universe.
Thank you, Unborn Nobody, for the Twitch art.
Jack and Daxter, Ratchet and Clank.
Ratchet and Clank, yeah.
Sorry, I said the wrong one.
Thank you guys for all the Twitch hearts. I will read those off in a second. Kristen, you are up with the last story here.
Kristen, what's 9 plus 10? 19?
Good job.
You think I couldn't do 9 plus 10?
No, I'll just congratulate
Oh
you.
my god, man. Am I starting?
Yes.
Yes, you are.
Resogun is coming to the Vita! The port was confirmed on the PlayStation blog when a user asked Sony XDev Studio Europe executive producer James Hawkins if the launch PS4 game could come to the handheld. He responded, "Keep watching this space. The Vita version is coming and is looking, sounding, and most importantly, playing great." Developer Housemarque also confirmed later on that the game is indeed being ported over. Considering the use of voxels on the PS4 version of the game, it will be very interesting to see how a Vita version could be accomplished and how much visual fidelity will be lost.
Yeah, I wonder if they're going to have to completely redo the game without voxels. Because unfortunately, that's what's really kind of cool about Resogun, is that it's all made up of these little cubes. When it breaks apart at the end, when it just explodes into millions, potentially, of cubes, that's just stunning. But that being said, it would be a great game without voxels as well.
Yeah, it's still fun.
Yeah.
It's just the graphics were really something that helps set it apart.
Definitely. So we'll have to wait and see, but we know for sure. It's 100% confirmed that Resogun is coming to Vita. Hopefully it's even cross-buy, so if you already bought it on the PS4, I bet you're going to have it for free on the Vita, which is awesome. Let's acknowledge a few Twitch hearts real quick, and then we'll open up the lines.
Because I have a long, thin neck, so I'm a giraffe.
There you go.
Can I read them?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Read off probably like the first 20.
Ultimate Look 360, The Unborn Nobody X. Oh. Kill 23066, Huck Monkey. Fallout 96424, B-Ball Handler, Virtual Drone, Wolverine Bub, Diclonius Games, PSY Monkey, Curing Gax, Mr. Guggy, 398, Ski-Tog 1, Activate, Ebby Dash, Jamie 2111190, JHM J33, Native Baller 29, Elenich, VVB Fangs VVB.
Wow, we're still not caught up. These are still new.
Dashley 12.
Oh, that's new. That's not new anymore. Okay, we're caught up.
Beast Wad. Shout out to Mr. Famous bringing Miami Heat.
And we also just got a few more. We got a Bass 87 and we got the Big Clock, I think. All right, let's see if Bob McGee actually wants to talk about something.
Oh my god, I know someone named Bob McGee.
Let's see if this is a legit call.
I know Bob McGee from high school. This could be him.
It's so funny that the people that try and call so many times. Bob, you are on the Level Up Show. How you doing?
Hey, we got the Big Clock, I think. All right, let's see if Bob McGee actually wants to talk.
You didn't think you were getting through, did you?
No.
Hello?
Bob, are you okay?
Yes, I'm so sorry, guys. I wanted to talk about Call of Duty Advanced Warfare.
Okay. Yeah, sure, man. Did you buy Advanced Warfare, or...?
I just want to know if you guys think it's a good game or not, because I was thinking about getting it.
Mike's the one to talk about there.
Absolutely, man. I'll tell you right now, I skipped on the last 3 iterations of Call of Duty. I had no desire to return to the series. I kept saying how, stale and tired and annoying the series was, and looking at all the stuff, I got really excited to play it again, and I took a chance on it. I got it, and I love it. It's a breath of fresh air that the series really needed to freshen up the Call of Duty title. We kept saying beforehand they should have just dropped the Call of Duty and just kept it as Advanced Warfare and a brand new IP and stuff like that. But I honestly think this is good. This is something that could actually keep the genre fresh and going. There's always going to be complaints and detractors from it, but as someone who's skipped out on it and loved it in its glory days of the original Modern Warfare and then Modern Warfare 2, and even Call of Duty Black Ops, the first one, I love those series, but everything after that just got repetitive and stale. This is very new, very fresh, very fun. The verticality, the fast pace, everything like that. It's almost near perfect in my opinion for how you redo a series with the same title and the name. I don't think that answered his question.
No? Bob, are you still there? I think we lost him anyway.
There you go.
Well, there you go. But that's Mike's opinion on Advanced Warfare. He's really enjoying it, as a lot of people are. A lot of people are really enjoying this one.
Prestige 3 times already.
Whoa, my God.
4 times.
That's unbelievable. Well, congrats to him, I guess, right?
To Rick?
Yeah.
My son.
Guys,
you must be so proud.
We're going to take a quick 60-second commercial break. We'll be right back, though. Guys, are we live or are we on commercial?
Do you have a name?
I did.
Word? Okay.
The secret word is marsupial.
Where are you getting these words from?
Are you on a very
I don't know.
Are you watching Discovery Channel, National Geographic, something like that?
Sure. Guys, the secret word is marsupial, and if you don't know what that means,
Hey, check to make sure you
only you guys can see this right now. A lot of other people are on commercial, so you know the secret
And
word.
commercial's up for
Use it in the chat.
Did you make sure you didn't put your page backwards? You put mine backwards. Yeah. Bro, hold on, this is what you put for me. That and then.
Alrighty, I think we're back.
Yes, we are, and I think that's it.
Let's try to take this call from Trevor again because we didn't get him earlier.
Right.
Trevor, can you hear me? Trevor!
Earth to Trevor.
Hey, we got you. Hey, Trevor, how you doing, man?
Is marsupial. Guys, the secret word is
Trevor,
marsupial.
make sure you mute the stream.
Only you guys can.
He doesn't get it.
Guys, when you call in, you have to mute the stream. You're going to get double. We're on a delay, so mute the stream when you call in.
Yes.
Think of it like a radio broadcast.
But no more Skype calls for now, guys, because we're moving on to another segment. Of course.
Everybody's just saying. Another one?
What?
Jesus, I feel like I'm running through a cave in Pokemon Red.
Deja vu.
Oh, it's the worst.
Let's check out this one, guys.
Should have put some repel.
Welcome to show business. Nothing but make-believe will ever feel quite real again. Tragedy, pathos, tedium, boredom.
Think about the person you'd like to be and really obsess about it.
No paranoia, no weirdness, but I do get concerned about the monsters.
I want to take your fans and a husband.
Sorry, guys, no calls for right now.
Good to see you, dog. Continue the search for the truth. We're not friends.
Back into my place.
Celebs, they're not like you or me.
I'm going to pause it for a sec, because I feel like, first of all, we're ahead, actually.
Yeah,
It's only 11:15. So a few things. We're almost at 350 people, and we haven't really acknowledged that. You should be doing Giraffe Kristen right now.
Oh,
I knew she didn't want to do that. That's why I didn't say anything.
that's why I didn't mention it.
Will you please do Giraffe Kristen?
Ah!
He did say, please, would you kindly?
Would you kindly do Giraffe Kristen?
I need to tie my hair back.
No, just keep it like that, with the hat on.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I already have a headache in my nose.
You have a
The
headache
Last
in your
Jedi
nose.
said, I used the word in the chat, did I win? I didn't know this was a winning game.
We have no idea what you're talking about. All right, we're above 300, guys. Giraffe Kristen. She's very reluctant, but she's doing it for you.
I almost bought a giraffe tongue this week, for real.
From the Pen
A
Franklin
giraffe
Institute.
tongue. It's my giraffe for you. No, 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 no.
Well, you really went at that one.
Right, that was
For somebody that didn't want to do it. I'm gonna shut off Skype for now, guys. I'm sorry if you're trying to call in. We will of course take calls later on, but for right now, just so we can get through our next wild game, I'm just gonna sign out. We will be back on Skype and we'll let you know when that happens. All right. Also, let me just acknowledge. Thank you so much, guys, for coming into the show. We're almost at 350 viewers. If you don't know what this is a level up show. We are at 350 viewers. If we hit 400, we're doing something. Either it's Power Rangers or Dino Team. But guys, this is a level up show, a gaming dedicated talk show on every Thursday and Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. We talk about all the biggest gaming industry news. We do previews like we're doing right now of big games, and we have special guests like Mike Legg, who's coming onto the show in probably less than 20 minutes. If you want to follow us, as so many people did, for instance, that guy that just followed us right there, that one right there, PSN, Ivan Hotz, Roy Yank, Mike ZR, Carlos 1245, Heights, Bass 87 or The Big Clock, Mood Style. Those are all people that have Twitch hearted us. Please just break from live from PlayStation, click the little heart button.
And big shout out to Mike Amerson, who is in here.
Oh, nice.
Again, we said at the beginning, Mike Amerson, we love you.
Yes.
From everybody at the Level Up Show, we love you.
Yes, and it's once again, it's because of Mike that we're getting so many of these great special guests on the show. So of course, thank you, Mike. Guys, if you also want to follow or subscribe from the official website, you can go to twitch.tv/levelupshow and do it there. Follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and please go on youtube.com/levelupshow, level spelled LPL.
Greg is out of jail.
Nice. Welcome,
He's
Greg.
in the chat room.
Good timing. So guys, go on YouTube on our channel, subscribe, because we archive all of our video streams, all of our game streams. We divide it up into segments. Our wild games go on there, so please do that. And finally, I am Drew M1788 on PSN, and Mike is Noob Guru. We will accept all friend requests after the show. Thank you for all these Twitch hearts that are happening right now. There's a lot of them. They just keep coming. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Becky,
are they all the same
her butt
person?
is so big.
It might all be the same person. I have no idea.
That would be messed up.
No, I think those are all new.
Do you want me to read
Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Those were all new Twitch hearts right there.
Wow.
That's unbelievable.
I think we're over 1750. I'll tell you in a second.
Saint Even 901. IG23. Wait time 1992. Big Boy 111000. Jellybean 39. Hot Figon. Monty 1892. Bullet Crya. Reigning Legend. Rogue Jedi 73.
Nice name.
Stepho 01. Jolandy 10. Ate 69. Flying Dutchman. Did I make it? Noli.
These are still new to me. Keep going.
He's Noli, Oli.
What?
Royak. Mike Zer 500.
Now we're caught up. Thank you. Thank you so much, guys. And also Irish Mac just Twitch hearted us. I'll read off the newer ones later. Let's go forward with our wild game for now, guys. Let's talk about Grand Theft Auto. Comes to the PS4 and Xbox One on the 18th. We're at 1,758 Twitch hearts. Guys, let's see if we can hit
awesome.
1,800.
1,800, guys.
Wait, did you already beat your goal?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Already beat our goal of
Stretch
1,750. Stretch goal is now 1,800 Twitch hearts, guys. So let's start with the original game, because you have actually played Grand Theft Auto.
There's a lot of people that have.
The synopsis of the story without spoiling anything.
Oh my god. 3 different guys. Follows one main one, I guess, in particular, Michael. But 2 guys, Michael and Trevor, were part of a 3-man team that was pulling a bank heist. The one got killed. Or was it 14? I can't remember. But the one got killed along the way. They faked Michael's death at the beginning of the game. And so Michael's been living in, the part of L.A., under a pseudonym name, under a fake name, hiding away from it. So Michael, you run into, what's the other dude's name? Michael, Trevor.
You got Trevor and you got,
James.
No, good try, though. My god, Franklin.
And you also play as Franklin, who grew up in the hood. It's kind of like playing Snoop Dogg, the video game.
Okay.
No, it reminds me a lot
Blood
of...
in the Sand from 50 Cent?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of the dude from San Andreas. Similar style, similar background, and everything like that. But you play between all 3 of them, switch between. Sometimes you have to play as a particular character to get the story, and then other times you have the option to switch and take whatever point of view you want to take on it.
Yeah.
So you play through all 3 of them, and you end up starting bank heists again together.
I went on the official website, and what blows me away about Grand Theft Auto 5 is just how much they threw into this game. Like, you can bicycle, you can BMX, tennis, triathlons, hiking, weightlifting. You can invest in stocks,
they added
real estate.
after the initial game.
It's just, there's so much you can do in this game. It's
Like,
unbelievable.
for instance, I don't know if you knew, you have in your phone, you have access to the internet, to the fake in-game internet, to buy stuff off of websites and stuff like that.
It's just they put so much work into this game.
Stuff like that.
So much attention to detail.
I said by accident, I said Bree, Greg is such a germ instead of a gem.
No, Greg is a couch. We are not starting this.
No, he's a germ.
No.
Greg is a germ. It's a new one.
We already got used to Greg being a couch. He's not a germ either.
Greg is a germ.
Greg is a germ.
All right, but the craziest thing is with the new Xbox One and PS4 version, they're just throwing even more attention to detail. Look at that right there.
Oh my god.
Unbelievable.
It makes me so uncomfortable watching
the rain
something like
effects alone. But that's the thing, is they're featuring a range of major visual and technical upgrades to make Los Santos and Blaine County more immersive than ever. That means increased draw distances, higher resolution. That's 1080p. 30 frames per second, 1080p, guys. You're going to have new weapons, vehicles, activities, additional wildlife, denser traffic, which is always great, new foliage system, and enhanced damage and weather effects on top of that. And more things we don't really know about for sure. We're getting close. This is a comparison video right here, just showing how much of an improvement we're seeing in the PS4 and Xbox One version.
It's amazing.
This makes me
that
want
right
Red
there. The cactus.
Yes,
really
like,
sets
the
it
texture
apart.
work.
That's really awesome.
The fog here. Unbelievable fog work
wait.
in Steam.
Well, I even told you, I remember in the beginning, I said I climbed up what I thought was the highest mountain in a game.
Yeah.
And it took me like 20 minutes. And then I finally got to the top of it.
Look at the lighting
I looked
there.
around and I was like, fuck, and I saw the mountain in the distance. I want to do the same thing again. I can't wait to see it.
The best one's yet to come. There's one with the puddles.
I think it's like in 2.
No, one more. That's underwater right there.
It's in 2. I think it's the next one coming up.
Nope.
No,
this one shows that some rain effects in the sky, but also look at the lighting on the helicopter from the skyline. And there, look at the puddle effects and the drips of water and the rain. Unbelievable upgrade right there. This game looks phenomenal now for just essentially what is a port, a remastered edition.
This is what I saw.
The foliage, yeah.
Oh my god, that's just beautiful. Oh,
Huge improvement.
I love it.
So guys, be excited. Now, Grand Theft Auto 5 will also feature enhanced radio selections with over 100 additional new songs and new DJ mixes from returning DJs across the game's 17 radio stations. Really cool is that all people that pre-order the game will get $1 million in-game bonus cash to spend across the Grand Theft Auto 5 and the online mode, which is pretty cool. And now, there's also some things that are for returning people from the 360 and PS3.
Well, right.
And those are some like rare things or some additional things, such as the Dodo seaplane, a faster, more maneuverable blimp, activities including wildlife photography, shooting range challenges, new weapons. All those kind of things are awaiting players returning from the PS3 and the 360 version. Now, some enhancements to Grand Theft Auto Online include an increased player count, now up to 30 players on the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, and all existing gameplay upgrades and Rockstar created content released since the launch of Grand Theft Auto Online will be available immediately on the PS4 and Xbox One versions. Now, existing players will be able to transfer their Grand Theft Auto Online characters and progression from their last-gen consoles to the new gen, which is great news. I actually found that out on Thursday. Somebody corrected me. That's excellent news for people that want to jump over.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't know that.
And finally, which we have shown a few times tonight, the first-person mode. They went all out with this.
Oh,
I mean,
nuts.
It's not just like a simple put it in the eyes of the character. No, we have new gun reload animations. Right. We have changes where you can hold the phone in front of your face instead of having the screen in the upper right-hand corner.
This is something that had to take a while to implement.
This is an entirely new Grand Theft Auto.
So I'm wondering how long they actually knew they were going to implement this, so they knew it before they... I have a feeling they knew they were going to have to do something like this for the next-gen version. So.
Yeah, definitely.
Blowing up?
Are we blowing up? We have a few more. We also have a YouTube subscription. Thank you to Cryon for the YouTube subscription. And then thank you to, God, so many. Game Gesture, Flip Mode Dev, Epics, FM Arsenic, Astro Risen, True Classic, Kyle Infamy, Pythagoras, Black Smokes, Dylan Dragon, Binks321, Jackson, Strapped Cloud, and Vin Pro. Those are all Twitch hearts right there, guys. Really easy for you guys to follow us now from Live for PlayStation. Just click that little heart button, and you'll follow us as a Twitch member, and that means you'll get notifications whenever the Level Up show goes live. Also, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and subscribe on YouTube. I think that wraps up that, and I think we can.
Hey, I don't ignore you, reigning legend. I just want to say to everyone who doesn't know, that is Greg over there in the corner with our dog Bogey. He came to visit us.
He's looking around.
He came to visit us. We went for a walk.
Was that
with
bear
Bogey,
dog?
And I got humped by a giant dog that looked like a bear. And he would not let go of my leg, and I actually had a legit bruise on my leg from him.
That was really creepy.
That was creepy.
Yeah, he was huge.
Thank you, Chimador, for your Twitch art, and thank you, Mirza, for the Twitch art, and Audimane for the YouTube subscription. That's 2 now, guys. Keep the YouTube subscriptions coming, because we're very active on there.
There's a picture of me getting humped by Bear Dog. You can see him there. He's a big black thing on my leg.
Yes. All right. How about we move on?
We don't have anything. Well, we're also 20 minutes early. No. 10 minutes early. Did you call me?
No. Guys, we have a very special guest tonight. I've talked about it a few times. His name is Mike Legg, and he's the president and co-founder of Petroglyph Games. But he's been in this industry for 20-something years, and it's going to be so cool to talk with him about Grey Goo, a game coming very soon. We're going to check out the trailer first right here. Now, as I was saying, they used to be Westwood. He used to be at Westwood, Mike Legg, and he worked on Command & Conquer, which is like almost like the father of RTS in some ways. Mm-hmm. And that's really when I look at this. There's a little bit of gameplay from some new dev diary demonstrations and stuff like that. That's the first vibe you get, is that this has this Command & Conquer. No, this is now online. They have this on their official website, guys, greygoo.com. Kristen, could you put up the banner for Mike Legg in a moment? But yeah, guys, check out greygoo.com. See some of the videos they put up, because they've done some dev stuff, some demonstrations on Twitch and whatnot to show off the game recently in the last week or so. So they're getting into their push now, because it comes out early next year. Right. And now we get to talk to Mike Legg about that. Let's go to Skype real quick. I'll sign back in, and let's see if we can get a hold of him real quick.
Guys, everyone be professional right now, okay?
Yeah, because we're talking with a president. It's going to be awesome. All right. I'm going to search him real quick. All right.
Maybe I should take my giraffe hat off.
All right, here we go. Come on now. Hey, Mike, can you hear me okay?
Hey, I can hear you guys fine. Can you hear me okay?
I hear you great, man. We're just waiting on some video from you. If you have it, of course. I know that
hold on, let me check. I do have video going here. There we go.
There it comes.
We got it coming?
There we go.
Yay! Oh my God, it's a parrot!
Yeah, that's Nacho.
Nacho. Nice. All right, Mike. Thank you so much for coming on to our show, the Level Up Show. This is really special for us because we talked with a few other people that know you, Mike Emerson, Chris Rubier.
Awesome dudes.
Yes, exactly. And it's just really cool to talk with you now. I got to thank Mike Emerson, of course, for connecting us with you. Really cool guy, and he's been supportive of our show in the past.
Oh, Mike is just the coolest, nicest guy. He is one of the nicest people I know.
And you seem like a really nice guy. Every time I talk with you, you seem like the most chill and relaxed guy in the world. You have like a bird on your shoulder right now.
Just walking around, he's just looking like
there he is. Yeah, that's Nacho.
Yeah, and because of that might not be what some people really envision when they think of a president of a large game studio. So how did this happen? How did you rise through the ranks from your humble beginnings to now?
Well, let's see. It started. Okay, so I've been doing this now for 28 years, and I started in the mid '80s, actually programming in high school. And me and my buddy Rich wrote an Apple II game, a hockey game on the Apple II. And we had some friends that had just started up Electronic Arts, and we took our game to EA. And at that point, they weren't really doing any sports games yet. And so there was no EA Sports. And anyways, but we got job offers to start at EA after we graduated out of high school. And we ran back. We told our parents that we were going to go start working at EA. And then our parents said, no, we're going to college, because that wasn't a real job. And anyways, so we got to we agreed to do college. And then 1986, I met Brett Sperry and Lewis Castle. They were just getting Westwood Studios started.
Yeah.
And that's where we got going. And what was kind of cool was my first project was with our Petroglyph CEO, Chuck Krogel. He was running a company called Strategic Simulations back at that time. And my first project was on the Atari ST, doing a game for SSI, and that was 28 years ago. And then now, as of today, Chuck is our CEO.
Very cool.
That's awesome.
That is awesome. Yeah, I mean, Westwood, so many people know Westwood for the Command & Conquer series, and I want to go back to Chris Rubier because I remember asking Chris, because he was involved in so many of them, what was his favorite Command & Conquer to develop, but also, of course, to play, and he said Generals. Now, I wanted to get your opinion on that too. What is your favorite of the ones that you've worked on, and also which is your favorite to play?
Well, I gotta say, I'm primarily a programmer, and even at Petroglyph today, I'm still like pretty much my full-time job is software development. I do programming, and so while Command & Conquer and Doom 2 was our first RTS at Westwood, I was working on the Kyrandia trilogy, and then Phil Goro, one of our other guys, he was working on Eye of the Beholder, and Joe Bostic was leading the charge on Doom 2, which then after that was Command & Conquer. And so I was lucky enough, I got to do, what was really fun was I really good buddies with the audio guys, and I got to do all the death screens for CNC. So the Doom 2, all the way through Command & Conquer 3. We were working on Command & Conquer 3 at Westwood, and I was the lead programmer on CNC 3, and we had a lot of our crew from Petroglyph that was working on CNC 3 up to that was where EA decided to relocate us. That's where we started Petroglyph. And so what was really cool was after we handed off the project to EALA, and then there was quite a long time before the game finally, where Command & Conquer 3 came out. I was delighted to still hear my death screams that they kept them in the game, which I thought was just hilarious.
That's so cool.
And anyways, but I gotta say, my favorite one for me, I love the Red Alert universe. I love how crazy and weird science it is, and I thought the videos were a ton of fun. The characters, everything very tongue in cheek.
Tanya.
And it was just such a blast. And so I just loved all the weird science there. It was just so wild and fun and imaginative.
Right, and there's a lot of people that agree with you, actually. A lot of people in the chat are saying they love Generals and all, but Red Alert 2 was definitely the one that really set it apart for them. And so, you're not alone with liking that, and it shows, I guess, in your fan base, too.
Yeah, Red Alert was my first one, so it always has a special place in my heart. And Tanya and Tesla coils and all that good stuff is just going to stay with me.
And the dogs.
And the dogs, yes, definitely. There's some nostalgia there for sure. Which brings us, of course, now to Grey Goo. We showed the trailer before calling you up, and I'm sure it built a lot of excitement in the chat room because we also showed a little bit of the new this Twitch stuff that happened recently, which really kind of calls back to some of that classic, it seems, Command & Conquer. So tell us a little bit about Grey Goo. Like, what is Grey Goo and the name itself, and what does that inspire in the game?
Well, Grey Goo is a term. It's a term for nanotechnology run amok.
Okay.
It's a term for, from what I understand, it's a term where if nanotechnology or nanobots self-replicated upon themselves and continued to self-replicate, what would be the physical manifestation of that? And the term that kind of scientifically came about, I don't know how official it is, but the term is Grey Goo, and because it's very amorphous and almost kind of like wet cement, very liquid-like, and so that's the core, that's the core concept behind it, is that we have this all new faction, which is the Goo. The game is we call it a modern RTS with a real shout out back to the classics, and this is the game, an RTS game that is the closest, like, kind of taking us back to our CNC roots that we've done. Because as we progressed through the years, publishers have always encouraged us to innovate and kind of change and break the model and try new weird ideas. And this one's really fun because when we got together with the Gray Box guys, they were like, let's take it back to old school. They're like, let's have a game with all the modern, nuances of, DirectX 11 and internet play and, Steam integration and all the good stuff that we have today. But very classic RTS style gameplay, where we focus, like I said, 3 very unique different playing factions and bringing back, more focus into base building.
Yeah.
And then also, let's see, well, basically, yeah. So like that, kind of taking it back to the roots. We put in a LAN party mode, so you don't even have to be connected to the internet if you're having a LAN party at your house. You can play that. And so that's what it is. We're just like a really modern RTS, but like really having fun taking it back to old school.
Now, is the goo, specifically that faction, would you say that differentiates it from the other RTS games out there? Is that your big separation?
Yeah, that is a really wild one. I mean, we have the human faction, we have the beta faction, and we have the goo faction.
Yeah.
And the beta faction is very, they're kind of like your very jack of all trades, style faction. I think they'll be the one that people are most familiar with. And then we have the human faction, which are the humans that are, very evolved, into the future. Since the game's a science fiction game and takes place in the future, we've got that. And the humans have some really, really kind of fun, cool nuances about them tech-wise. But then the goo is the weirdest, coolest, bizarre faction we've ever done. And it's even the goo, even in the game, is not a rendered, modeled, textured, animated. It's completely when it's in its amorphous phase. It's completely it's goo. It uses metaballs technology and flocking algorithms, and we had a guy named Eric Yiskis. He's one of our tech directors. He worked on it pretty much full time, of how the goo, climbs around, how it traverses the terrain, how it grows, how it shrinks, how it blows apart, and so the goo is very weird. Now, once you decide a hard choice that you want to make with the goo, like what type of units you want to make. Like you might want to make artillery, or you might want to make, scout units, or you might want to make, tank style units. You can then choose to morph your goo into more of a solid form, and that'll morph into those kind of units that now they cannot morph back into the kind of the liquid state that is goo.
So it's like a T-1000, only stuck that way.
and it's really amazing too, because there's no really base building for the goo. So it's always on the move, and it's always eating. It consumes everything. So it consumes enemy units, it consumes enemy bases, it consumes resources on the map. It grows, it spreads apart. So when you're playing goo, when you start playing it, it feels very much like the easiest faction to play, because you have one goo and you just move it around and you start consuming.
Sure.
But eventually you start realizing that, man, when you're controlling like 9 different mother goos across the map, that's a lot to keep track of. And so it's a pretty finesse style faction to play for an RTS.
That sounds so interesting.
Yeah, it sounds very complicated. I mean, what you were saying before about the way that it moves around, you can see that from the dev, the behind the scenes dev stuff that you guys put out recently.
It's so much fun, especially the way it just goes over. It climbs over any terrain.
And for somebody, I've played other ones, and it's very basic. For instance, StarCraft is one of the ones that comes to mind. I know it's not, but like you need to move your base. It lifts up in the air, and the one unit just moves across the screen and then drops down. It was very advanced in the way not only it moved, but in the graphics and the stuff that you had, the technology you guys had to use behind it. Something that 10 years ago you guys realistically wouldn't have been able to do, not in the way that you've been able to do it now. So
yeah, it was really a wild problem to solve. I mean, that was our biggest head scratcher when we started, was how are we going to create this stuff, and how are we going to make it move, and how are we going to make it look, and that was definitely like a big technical challenge, and a lot of fun to kind of figure out how that was going to work.
Now, you mentioned Greybox earlier, who are, of course, publishing the game, and we're always very interested in the publisher-developer relationship, and we wonder how that works exactly. Like, for instance, you at Petroglyph, do you guys have this idea for Grey Goo and then you have to shop that around to publishers? Or is this an idea that Greybox has and they're like, we got to find the developer that is capable of making this the way we want them to make it, and that's why they came to you? What happens there?
It's kind of a mix like that through our years, both Westwood and Petroglyph. Half the time it's some new idea that we kind of scheme up and we take it and we shop it around and somebody jumps onto it and says, hey, this is really cool. And then other times, publishers come to us with an idea and go, hey, what do you guys think about this? I mean, that was like when we started Star Wars Empire at War.
Yeah.
Our first game with Lucas. We had just started the company, and we went to them to go pitch a new game concept that we wanted to do, and then they were like, oh, no, we want you guys to make a full Star Wars RTS, with space combat and land combat and, a galactic level, and we were like, awesome, let's do it. And so that's how that kind of kicked off. So with Grey Goo, the Greybox guys had this idea. They wanted to make, like I said, they wanted to make a, kind of a throwback RTS that really kind of took us back to the roots, that what people always thought was fun, about real-time strategy. They wanted to kind of pull that back and make people kind of be reminiscent about what was fun about RTS and what they loved about classic RTS. And then, but like I said, with the modern technologies, and they came to us, and they had the idea for doing this whole sci-fi storyline. It's a really epic story, and they pulled in Weta. We've been working with Weta Workshop on this in New Zealand, and that's been really cool too. So they've been kind of helping kind of craft the ideas for like the alien races and the world and the terrain and the biosystems and kind of how everything works. So in this case, it was something that they kind of shopped to us, and then we kind of ran with the pitch and pitched it back at them.
Yeah.
And it was great because they went through 30 developers, they said, and they slowly narrowed it down. And it was really fun because we get these reports like, well, you're in the top 20, and then you're in the top 10, and you're in the top 5. And it was like, it was quite a nail biter, because we were making it so far along. And then finally they said, hey, we chose you guys.
That's got to be a huge ego boost in a way, because, I mean, they got this idea, and you guys are the prime candidate. You have the pedigree to make this the best RTS that they could have imagined, and that's got to be awesome for you.
Yeah, it was so awesome. And, when we met with those guys, it was like kindred spirits. I mean, they came out, they visited us, and then we went and visited them in Houston. And, it was like getting together with fellow gamer friends. Nice. I mean, we love the same movies, we love the same comic books, we love the same board games, we love the same computer games. It was just like getting together with buddies, like to just get together and hang out on the weekend. And we just had this incredible bond with those guys that we were so, in sync in terms of like our cultures and how we all, what we liked and the type of people too. They're incredibly, awesome people. They're super hardworking. I've never seen a publisher work so hard at a trade show. I've been through 2 PAXs with them, and I've been through Gamescom with them, and now we've got next year's slate coming up. And these guys are it's all about the games with these guys. They care more about quality than anything else, and they care always, number one, what is going to make the game awesome, and then they're so great because they let us run wild creatively too. They don't want us, burdened down with certain limitations. They're like, they want us to just, to focus on making the best thing that we can make. And so we absolutely love working with them. They are just a blast.
That's awesome, man. I was actually a little curious. I remember when you guys first put out the first trailer for this. It was very odd, just in the sheer fact that all you saw was the gray goo, shooting down from space onto a planet with, different creatures that kind of look like elk or something like that. And there was a lot of talk like, oh, is this, prehistoric? Is this back, early times? So my question is, and this happens a lot with, developers making games, they hear all the talk and the rumors about what their game is going to be like. What is it like for you, as a president of the company and everything like that, seeing all the rumor talk and being like, oh, you guys have no idea what's up our sleeve?
Oh man, it's awesome. I mean, I am so blessed every day because, like I said, most of the time, I'm working in the code. I work primarily like on our audio technology with Frank Klepacki, who's our composer, and I work on our technology council. So, and I've from day one at Petroglyph, I've worked on writing our engines and our technology and everything. And I come in and I'm just humbled and blown away by how I see like what the art team is doing, or what the design team is up to, or what kind of new music that Frank is creating, and it's just and then also from a technology point of view, the technology that the programmer team is creating is just I'm just constantly humbled because man, we're always learning new things, and we're always adapting, we're always learning and getting better, and yeah, it's just been amazing. It's such a cool thing because I can't wait, for everybody to jump in and start playing this and be able to start playing this with people. Yeah. And for me, I'm a turtler. I love turtling in RTS. I love building bases, and so I love the human faction. And I'm really excited because we can now. I love the idea that I can play co-op with friends, and I can turtle and play with the public.
Yeah, I have one final question for you, but I hope that you don't take it the wrong way, because you guys obviously you have this pedigree in RTS, and people respect that for for that, and they know you for that. But I'm wondering, since you've done this genre for such a long time, is there any desire to branch out to another genre? And if so, what is the one genre that you would like to go into a little bit?
It's funny. We love strategy games, we love, that's our expertise, we at Petroglyph, we've done some turn-based strategy and real-time strategy, and we love strategy games. We're also huge, RPG fans, and we've got, we've got guys at the office that have also done work on, on RPG, because there's a lot of, there's a lot of crossover between RTS and RPG. So if we were going to go, I'd love to make an XCOM style game too. I love XCOM. Cool. Yeah, it's just so cool, and I love turn-based strategy. So that would be awesome. But I think it would also be a blast to make a really cool RPG as well.
Cool. Very cool. We have some people in the chat that were asking a couple things. I mean, the one is probably the one I was anticipating everybody in the chat, asking. And everybody just wants to know, they love your series, and other companies have tried to do it. Do you guys have any plans on trying to port any Command & Conquer titles over to console, PS4, Xbox One, anything like that?
Oh, you mean bringing over CNC?
Yeah.
Well, we don't see Electronic Arts owns the EA, I'm sorry, the CNC license, and we've talked to them before about how we would love to get back into that franchise. We've got Joe Bostic, who is our creative director at Petroglyph. He was like the original CNC co-creator, and we love that world so much, and we've approached EA at times, and just say, hey, keep us in mind if you guys, want to do this. They had the Victory Studio, which closed down, and they were working on the next CNC.
Sure.
And they just scrapped it, so we, that's something we would love to jump back in and do. We have done console in the past. In fact, we were working on, we had a game called Universal War Earth Assault that played on Xbox 360, and it played on PC interconnected on Games for Windows Live.
Okay.
Which ended Games for Windows Live just ended up not being a very good thing.
Yeah.
And so nobody cared that the games were interoperable, but we had it playing on console, and you could play it with a console controller. And man, it is so hard to make an RTS work on a console. We worked with one of our interns. He was over working on Halo Wars, and so we were talking with the Halo Wars guys, and we were talking with EALA because they were working on Red Alert 3. For I think PlayStation 3 at the time, and we were all trying to come up with a shared control scheme that was set like an industry standard. And I think everybody did really good jobs with it, but nobody's really nailed it. And it just feels like RTS on a console. It's got to be designed from the ground up for console control. And it just we can't emulate like a mouse keyboard style game.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering, branching off of that, do you think like Smart Glass or the touchpad on the PS4 controller?
The benefit now, and but the benefit now is you do have the consoles that support mouse and keyboard.
Yeah.
PS4, for instance, does support it. So I'm hoping to see something like that. And I think that's actually why so many people are asking to see one of your great RTS games, port over to the console or something.
Yeah, we did focus tests into that back when we were working on Universe at War, and EA did the same thing. They were looking into the similar thing, and what we found is like the enthusiasts like us, we would totally play with mouse and keyboard on our consoles. We'd be willing to set that up, but most gamers, what they found at the time was most gamers wouldn't even bother plugging in mouse and keyboard. They just say, hey, you know what, let's just go play on the PC.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Gamers can be a little lazy sometimes, or they just don't want to look into how to play the right way.
I'd do it.
Right. Yeah, all the hardcore, like you said, enthusiasts would definitely do it. Of course, I want to end this on Grey Goo above all else. We want to know, when does it come out? What systems? I'm pretty sure it's Steam through PC, of course, right, with Grey Goo?
Yeah, it's PC Steam right now. That's one we've announced so far, and it's coming out very, very early 2015. So we've pretty much got it all in the can, and it's coming really, really, really soon.
Is there any beta plans for Grey Goo at all?
They're currently we're still kind of analyzing the options on that, and it hasn't been completely locked down. We had an alpha test, which we gathered a ton of great information from. We had the fans helped us a lot in the alpha, and then we've done a lot of focus test groups. So we've had a lot of like private testing, and then on top of that, we've had a lot of testing done like at the trade shows. We've gotten a lot of feedback, and we've responded to all that feedback. So the Xbox Gray Box, is still looking at options for that, but we're getting so close now.
Sure, yeah.
So we just got to kind of get that, we got to get all that locked down and stuff like that. In fact, we were just discussing it last week even and stuff. But it's just with matching, because we've already responded to a ton of the feedback. And as we go live, we're still going to keep responding to the feedback. We're going to be continuing to do content launches and downloadable content, and we're going to be adding, we're going to be releasing our map editor so people can create custom maps.
Oh, that's great.
We're going to be releasing some of our other tools for the modding community. So the game won't stop at Grey Goo. I mean, we are primed and pumped to just keep going and working on the title and the franchise.
Is there any trade shows coming up or conventions that our viewers can look forward to maybe seeing Grey Goo at?
Oh yeah, man! PAX South.
Okay.
It's, I think January 23rd in where's it? San Antonio.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah, it's going to be there full tilt. I mean, we've had it at PAX East and PAX Prime and Gamescom this year, and we had a total blast, and we met so many awesome gamers. And now because Greybox is based out of Houston, so they are fired up that they're actually having a PAX.
Right.
Gosh dang, December, January. I mean, we're not that far away.
No, not at all.
Okay. And it'll be full on at PAX South.
I'm sure a lot of our chat room viewers right now are happy about that.
Right, and if you ever get to the East Coast for PAX East, I don't know if you go there. Hopefully, we get to run into you there. That would be great.
Oh yeah. We went out for PAX Boston, and we had a blast, and just awesome people, great vibe, and man, it was just so much fun.
Awesome, man. Well, hopefully we get to run into you this year, maybe. But
yeah, that would be amazing.
Else, Drew?
I think Puss was saying something in the chat room, but I'm not sure if he's joking or not. He says that he needs a key code for Red Alert 2 because he lost his.
No. What? Is that a joke?
Yeah, I think it's a joke. I think he lost
You don't have him email me. You guys got my email. I mean, it's pretty easy email to figure out, obviously. But you guys go ahead. Yeah, go ahead and email me, and I'll see what I can track down.
Well, you're the nicest guy, man. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure to talk with you.
I'll tell you what, man. The whole command between Chris, Mike, and Mike. I mean, that team must have been awesome for all you guys to work together, and probably everybody else that works. So you guys seem like a really, fun, chill, very down to earth group of guys. So.
Oh, I love those guys too, man. Mike and Chris are just so awesome, and I think Chris told you guys the story about how he started a video. He was working at like a video rental store.
Yeah.
He was working with Ted Morris, who's the executive producer on Grey Goo. That's where.
Wow.
Ted was the video store manager, and that's where Chris got his start. That was
small world.
So funny.
Even a smaller world, like Joe Kukin, who plays Kane. This is a funny story. He and I went to high school together, and so that's where kind of he got his start, into Westwood and everything with Joe. So. It's just kind of funny. People are like, "You went to high school with Kane?" And it's like, "Yep," and he had a full head of hair.
That's so cool.
Mike, everybody in the chat loves you. They love not only the time that you've taken out of your day to talk to us, but just the amount of information that you're able to give. And so there's a lot of great feedback for you and your series, both past and present. And we can't wait to see what comes out of this and future of Grey Goo and you guys.
Well, guys, thank you so much for inviting me on. I'm so glad, Mike. Made this connection, and I've been really enjoying the show. I've been going back and watching the archives, and I watched, and the Chris was great. It was a total surprise. I'm like, hey, there's Chris. That was awesome. I was going back through and stuff. So, I just want to say thanks for the opportunity, and I hope we can do more of this stuff with you guys, and just keep up the great work. And let's definitely get together and say hi at PAX South, man, because I'll be there the whole time.
We'll definitely be at PAX East.
Yeah, maybe not PAX South. I don't know. We'll see. I'll get a plane ticket, go for a
PAX
day.
East also in Boston.
Great, because we're on the East Coast here.
Yes,
we're in Jersey.
Right.
Yeah. So, but definitely we would love to meet you, Mike, because you seem like the most chill, down to earth guy in the world, and we're so happy they came on the show. So thanks again, and take care, man.
And
Bye, Nacho.
Keep up the great work. Oh, and Nacho. There he is.
See you, Nacho. Bye, Mike.
Bye.
Thanks, guys. Have a good night.
You too, man.
Oh, sorry, I cut him off there. I knew he was going to be the nicest guy.
Right.
I could tell from every email I had with him that he was just such a chill guy, and it really comes through now in our chat.
Cool.
I hope you guys enjoyed that. I know that every now and then, you guys don't really want to hear this kind of information, but I think it's awesome when we get the chance to talk with actual industry people here. I mean, God, this guy's the president of a game studio.
Can you go back and play the Grey Goo trailer and the dev stuff? There's a couple people that came on late. So guys, that was Mike Legg, president of Petroglyph Games. They've been a part of Grey Goo. Command and Conquer series. From the get-go, and now
Empire at War.
Yeah, Empire at War. So we both forgot about that.
Yeah,
one.
Dune.
Dune 2 was his first one. He said, I think.
Yeah.
So this is the first trailer we saw about a year and a half ago.
Yeah, this is their first teaser trailer.
And this was the weird one. Nobody had any idea what it was, but this was, I personally love the idea of nanobots and Grey Goo and stuff like that. So that's really interesting.
There you go, guys. One more time. Look forward to Grey Goose coming out early next year. And
he was even talking about, and this is just to point it out, this is actually the kind of mechanics that he was talking about, where the goo is amorphous.
Yeah.
It actually
climb all
moves.
terrain.
That's not just a preset determined, like, oh, it's going to go here and then move around like this. It actually forms to whatever you're doing. It breaks apart at points. It's really awesome.
A lot of care went into the animations for the amorphous Grey Goo for sure.
Looks
So guys,
cool.
as he said, it's going to be at PAX South, but also at PAX East. They're going to have a presence there, so maybe look for them. I'm hoping to meet them at PAX East at some point.
Meet 'em.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be amazing. So guys,
thanks to Mike Amerson again.
Oh,
He's
of
also
course.
in the room here. Mike, if it wasn't for you, we probably wouldn't have the amount of connections with all these guys and great people we've been able to meet. So. You're such an awesome man.
And clearly a lot of people like that segment because we have a ton of Twitch arts here.
Yes.
Thank you to Hyman Slaya, General Lee, Lilo, Kemuzu, Zach Castleberry, Greg V, Ricky, Adulton, OJ233, Rude Dangle, FTP722:JJ.
We're so close.
Forcer Age, Hidden Ninja, Young 3 Rich, Moatzilla, Geronimo, Sales Associate, Music Man, The Friska. Thank you, Gamers Edge, for the YouTube subscription. And thank you, Mirza, for the Twitch art. What are we at?
Guys, we are so close. If you guys like us as much as we like you and we like doing this, please just follow us. It's right there in the bottom corner of your screen if you're on the PS4 or Xbox One. Or if you go to twitch.tv/levelupshow, you'll see the little heart button to follow. It says follow next to it. We are at 1784 with that just added one.
Nice.
So 1784, guys, we are 16 away from being at 1800.
Yeah.
There you go, 1785.
But before we move on to our last segment, how about we take one more quick commercial break and we'll be right back with you guys. 60 seconds, won't take long.
Oh, give me 1 second, sorry. You did not tell me. Alright, we lied. Now we will go to a commercial.
Alrighty. I don't know if that worked.
No, it didn't.
It didn't work.
Told you it was wrong.
It's so quiet in here.
Yes.
Now it worked. Awesome. Alright. Secret word.
You have one?
I don't anymore. I'm out.
Secret word is nacho.
Nacho.
Nacho cheese.
Secret word is nacho for the people that aren't seeing the commercial right now.
This is what Bogey would look like with
Use it in the chat
hair.
room.
This is what Bogey would look like with hair.
And
this whole Skype thing, man, is pissing me off today.
It's Aiden. Let's take him because we're about to come back anyway. Hey, Aiden, how you doing, man?
Hi, good, you?
We're doing great, man. Sorry that we couldn't take the call earlier. We were obviously talking with Mike Legg for a while there.
That's cool. Could I talk about GTA?
Oh, yeah, sure. Go ahead, man.
Alright, so Trevor's phone is cracked. Do you think that's going to have an impact in the game if you get hit by a car? If you run into a trash can, that's super fun. Do you think your phone could crack even more?
Yes, I actually, my assumption when I saw that was that when you first spawn out, similar to how your car does. You get in a car, it looks perfect, but then as you drive around and bump into stuff, your car obviously gets more and more beat up, and it stays like that until you get it fixed or until it has to respawn. You find another car. I think the same thing's gonna be with a phone. You're gonna have your phone, and as you go along, fall from ledges, get shot at, everything like that. Your phone's gonna get cracked. I don't think it's gonna be debilitating where you can't use it, but I think it's gonna be an aesthetic thing you'll notice, and then maybe if you die or you have a new scene or something like that, cut scene or something, it'll go back to normal and then go get cracked again. So I think that's a really cool. I'm glad you noticed that too. That's something I noticed as well. I love minor details.
Love that attention to detail. That's Rockstar in a nutshell. Yeah, definitely.
I love minor details as well. So
cool. Nice. All right, Aiden, thanks for calling in. We're actually going to move on to one last segment.
All right, night, guys.
See ya.
Man. Can I just say, Puss is the most ballsy fan we have. Like, for a fact that half of that question was like.
No, he said it was true.
I know it's true. I know he's serious, but in the back of his mind, he's like, I wonder if I could get something out of this.
Should we? I mean, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna email Mike and I'm gonna ask him if
Puss is an awesome man.
If there's a letter,
and it's his birthday.
It is his birthday, which is also even better. We should have said it was his birthday.
Yeah, because I mean, I know what he's talking about. Nobody has those key codes anymore from the CD keys.
No, he
back
said
then.
he loves the game and he wants to play it, but he doesn't have the code anymore.
Yeah, I'm not even sure if it would work though on Windows nowadays.
I'm sure it would.
I tried, Puss. I tried.
We're going to try for you, Puss. Don't worry.
That's awesome. I love Puss. He's funny.
Take another call from Brian here. Well, actually, Aiden's still on the line. Shut down Aiden.
Yeah.
Sorry, bud.
Let's take this call from Brian.
Yes.
Hey, Brian, welcome to the Level Up Show.
Hi, how are you doing?
We're doing great, man.
The question is regarding the PlayStation Vita Live app. I'm just wondering in the future if the Vita would be able to live stream games.
Yeah, we live stream games. Actually, Mike just did a huge Destiny raid yesterday.
2 days ago.
2 days ago. Okay.
I'll be honest. I mean, people watch. It's funny. We were actually talking about it. We're like, guys, that I started the whole stream. Thank you guys for enjoying the room. Thank you guys for watching. And then I was like, although I'm pretty sure majority of people watching are the ones that are in the stream and normally watch it as well. We don't when we do game streams or anything like that. We don't really garner a lot of viewers for that. But that's just really not what we're known for. Although,
exactly.
If you guys enjoy watching us play games and watching me get frustrated or Drew, being very bad shooters or anything of the sort.
Exactly.
Yeah, you can watch a stream, but it's not all the time when we do it.
And whenever we do Let's Plays, Brian, we do put them on our YouTube. Like, we've had, Don't Starve on there, The Swapper, Final Fantasy XIV Realm Reborn, Destiny, Sunset Overdrive. Anything that we do play, live stream, we will archive on our YouTube.
Yeah, but and my question was, do you think the Vita could actually live stream on the PlayStation Live app?
I can't hear him because he's breaking out too much.
Are you asking if we can live stream from PlayStation?
No, I'm asking if the Vita in the future would be able to live stream the same as the PS4, because you can only watch the live streams on the Vita.
The Vita. Vita. Sorry, there's a loss in the accent was a little lost in translation for the Vita. It was very quick. No, I don't believe so.
No,
I completely.
That's not powerful enough.
Yeah, I'll go 100% in saying no because I don't think
they have
it
the
has
technology
enough
in
power.
it. Yeah,
it's for handheld. It's very powerful. It's a PS3 capability.
Yeah.
But not at the same.
Yeah, the
level.
PS4 was developed with that in mind, and so was the Xbox One. They were developed with game streaming in mind. I think it's something that had to be in place from the very beginning. It's not something that can just be patched into the Vita. It's a hardware thing. So unfortunately, I just don't see that happening, Brian.
Yeah, it could happen the next one, the next handheld could maybe have it.
Yeah, that's possible if Sony does continue with handhelds. That's the question, right? Because the Vita really isn't doing well.
Okay, that's great. That's all I wanted to ask.
Cool, man.
All right.
Well, thanks for watching, bud.
Great show.
No.
See you, Brian.
Great show. Catch you later.
Catch you later,
man.
Sorry, guys, if we have a tough time understanding your accents. We love having viewers from all over the world.
You know what I think was my favorite was when we were doing the 24-hour where we started in New Zealand and then ended in New Zealand. What was the guy's name for the YouTube? Let's plug it, just because. Do you remember what his name was?
No, I don't, to be honest with you.
Was it? It was like horror game or something like that.
Man, I can't remember. Haunted Gamer.
Haunted Gamer.
Yeah.
Haunted Gamer.
Haunted Gamer.
YouTube streamer. He's probably not watching right now.
I think he's from Australia. I think.
No, Australia or New Zealand.
Either or. I don't know. I'm not sure. But always cool, guys, to have people from all over the world watching our show. We love that. It's a pleasure for us. Thank you, Joss1820, for the Twitch heart, but also a few other ones. We're getting really close to 1,800 now, guys. Let's see if we can make it. We also had Fresh Prince of 612, Indie Colts, Mastiff, and MHE77. And then finally, we had Deesh is Nuts and Joss1820. So keep them coming, guys. We're almost there. And I think we should move on. What?
Another one?
Another one?
Jesus, this is worse than the caves in Pokemon Red.
There you go. Wild Game here, guys. Check it out.
Our duty as soldiers is to protect humanity, whatever the cost.
Oh, come on, dude.
Bad timing.
We're going in. Get tactical, Marines!
Dude, come on.
Untouchable. Keep the lead. Nation.
boss.
That's so badass.
It is badass. Guys, I'm going to sign off of Skype for now, just because we're going to do this for the next 10 minutes, our wild game. But we'll do one more caller segment at the end of the show, and that's when you'll be welcome to call in. Until then, just hold off for a little while.
Now, back off.
Yeah, just for now, guys. We'll get there in a little bit. So, obviously, our final wild game appears. And the reason we're doing this, guys, is because November is a very, very busy month. And we have a lot more games to discuss even next week. So, we're doing 3 this week, and we might even do 3 next week. We'll have to wait and see. But our final one this week is Halo Master Chief Collection. Right. Xbox One owner should be very excited.
You have Drewgasm. This is going to be mine. It's not Mikegasm. Because Noob Guru, it's Noobgasm. That trailer just really does it for me. I mean, everything in that was amazing. All the remastered areas. We're looking at the remastering of Zanzibar, one of my favorite multiplayer maps of all time.
Yeah.
So many awesome memories. I'm sad Mark isn't here to actually watch this with us because he played so many Halo games with us through the middle of the night. So this is just great. What's really awesome is... What?
Kristen didn't realize that pussy is a bad nickname for puss.
No, I said it. I was trying to be cute, like adding a Y to it, and after I typed it, I was like, oh.
She was trying to say pussy.
I was trying to say pussy.
So what's cool in this is all the maps are going to be unlocked from the get-go, so you don't have to play through the story to unlock them. But I mean, I feel like that was kind of expected. You already played all these games most likely. But what I do like, and this is something that really sold it for a lot of people, is that you can make your own individual playlist. Mm-hmm. So if you want to play from front to back, from Halo 1 straight through the end of Halo 4 in 1 or 2 days or whatever you can do it, go for it. But you can also just say, let's say you want to play, a couple maps from Halo 1, a couple maps from Halo 3, a couple maps from Halo 2, in that order. Whatever way you want to do it, you can make that and play seamlessly as if that was the way it was supposed to be done. It will include a copy of Halo 2 Anniversary. Ooh. I know that's kind of what everybody expected, but similarly to how they did with Halo 1 Anniversary, Halo 2 Anniversary will be a remastering from the ground up of pretty much, I think it's pretty safe to say, most people's favorite Halo game.
You think so?
Time, mainly for its multiplayer.
Now, are you going to be able to switch back and forth between the retro style and the...
Yes, you will. On top of that, not only are you going to be able to switch between back and forth between the old style of visuals, but audio. Certain audio has been changed, and cutscenes. So you can switch back and forth. So what I will recommend, because they do look amazing, you saw that cutscene at the beginning where Halo Master Chief jumps from the ship, goes down to the other one. It looks phenomenal. I'd watch it through the right way, the way it's supposed to be watched, with the remastering the first time, and then watch it again, switch, because there's a little bit of a lag.
And Yasha says, I might get an Xbox now just for Halo Anniversary.
I am. Yeah. I am definitely getting one.
Hopefully they have
I've been wanting to get one, but yeah, it's going to be phenomenal. So anyway, includes Halo 2 Anniversary, similar to Halo Combat Evolves, remaster after 3 years ago, which is 3 years ago was the remaster.
Yeah.
All of Halo 2 has been reworked to provide current-gen quality in a decade-old title. This is made a decade ago, Halo 2 Anniversary.
Korean Horn says, sounds like a good bang for your buck, confident buy.
So similar to Halo, the single player, you can create your own custom playlist for multiplayer maps. Where the hell was this? Years ago when we used to play in our friend Dan's basement until 5 o'clock in the morning. I don't think you were even there.
I used to just watch people. My cousin Kyle was huge into Halo, and to be honest with you, he was freaking unbelievable at it. So I would watch him play it because he was just it was like watching a master at it, to be honest with you. He would always be like 35 and like 2.
And I used to do that in Halo, especially Halo 3.
Yeah.
Halo 3 was my one. Halo 2 I was really big in. That's how it is all the time. And we would play until all of a sudden we'd be like, oh shit, look, it's dawn. We should go get breakfast.
And I say all the time, what I love so much about it was actually the glitches and the super jumps and all those kind of things. Mm-hmm. And they're keeping those in. It's so great.
And they're keeping all the same great things. So that's one of the things I was going to talk about. I was skipping ahead. But yeah, all the same great mechanics that you love from each entry in the title, is going to still be there. So from Halo 1 with the sniping pistol and everything like that. Now that's different. Go back a little bit.
I'm sorry.
Go back in the video a little bit. So this is something cool. They've added some extra, even more. There we go. That's fine.
Okay.
So if you look, all these rocks are actually, some are not all these, but some of these rocks are actually able to move. Some of the maps are actually, customizable in a way. So you can actually shoot the rock down to actually have it fall on your enemies.
Wow.
Okay. So that's something that's added. And if you see, as you can see, the original versus the remastered, that's the original way it looked, and this is the remastering of it.
Night and day.
Now you can play the old original style of these maps, but the new ones are actually renamed something different.
Okay.
I'll get to that in a minute. For the first time ever, all Halo 1 maps will be able to be played online, which is great. This is the first time you've ever been able to play these online. Now, taking the Halo 2 anniversary further, 6 multiplayer maps not have only been remastered, but completely redone with the current game engine made for Xbox One.
Now, this might seem like a dumb question, but there's some people that might not know. Somebody asked, is this going to come to PS4? No way.
Halo is a Xbox I mean, it's basically their poster child.
Yes, it is a Microsoft published and developed.
It will not ever, and I have no problem with that. No. And neither do most people that know which it was made for. So
Korean Horn said there's a whole generation that didn't play Halo 1 and 2.
And I was going to get into that real quick, just to go over it. Some of the maps, like I was saying, this is a remastering. This is a completely new map. So they actually, I mean, obviously you can tell it's inspired from the old version, but they've redone it and they've even renamed it because it's redone. So Bloodline is the new version of Coagulation, which is Blood Gulch, which is everybody's favorite. Lockdown, which is going to be the new version of Lockout that you saw with the falling stalactite. Shrine, which is the new version of Sanctuary. Stone Town, which is the new version of Zanzibar, one of my most favorites. Probably that and Blood Gulch are my 2 favorite. Warlord is now the new Warlock, and Zenith is now the new Ascension. All these are great. But yeah, and I was actually even thinking about that. There's a whole group of kids that weren't even alive when Halo 1 was made that are playing games that are loving Halo and everything like that. Now they get to play them all in one.
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest. Like, Halo 4 was good and all, but Halo 1, 2, that was when it was a phenomenon.
Oh, yeah.
And they weren't around for that.
Halo 1 was phenomenal. You didn't have online play at the time. No one did really. But you had, couch co-op, couch multiplayer, stuff like that, and it did phenomenally to that. That's where it started. Halo 2 is really what's secluded that niche segment. Not niche, but that it stoned itself into the walls of gaming eternity.
Yeah.
For its online play.
Yeah.
And it was actually, if I remember it, that was one of the first games to ever start map packs.
It was Outlast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was one of the first games to ever start map packs.
Mm-hmm.
Where you had to buy additional maps to play, different areas in the same game. So Halo 2 was the first to start that. I remember going to GameStop and buying that. Forge mode will be back in this one for all, and utilizing areas and things from all the different titles. But what's really cool is they've added new secrets along with the old ones, including achievements. Skulls will be making their returns, but they've added new skulls to games like Halo 2 that weren't in there originally. So skulls were a big thing for me, spending hours trying to figure out how to get them and where to go.
Favorite Negative Nancy, Stick Breitling, said, I don't think Halo 3 kids care about Halo 1 or 2, but they might now because of all the upgrades.
They might not care about it before because they think it's old,
yeah.
But Halo 2 actually still, and to this day, people that play it still say that nothing can replicate certain Halo 2 maps.
Yeah.
Blood Gulch has been redone multiple different ways, but Blood Gulch and Coagulation, Halo 1 and Halo 2 version, are still the best ways they ever looked.
Yeah.
They added too much to the new ones. While they look cool, they was just too much. So they added all that stuff. There's now 4,000 gamer score in this. So not your typical 1,000. It's 4,000.
It's like 4 platinums, if you guys don't know.
So that's crazy. So one game gives you 4,000 gamer score. That's nuts. With this, you also get access to the Halo Nightfall series, which is being produced by Ridley Scott. The first episode was already shown, I think, if I remember right, and it did pretty well. People seem to like it, right? The Nightfall, Halo Nightfall.
Yeah. It's what I'm hearing. It's it's in the middle. It's okay. I'm hearing it's okay. It has low production value is what I'm hearing. Is that it doesn't look as well as
whatever the other one was.
Yeah, I hear that in some ways it's better than was it Until Dawn or something like that?
Forward Until Dawn.
Forward Until Dawn. I heard in some ways it has some more compelling characters, but I'm hearing also that there's a lot of side characters that are just so pointless and just awful, to be honest.
They'll die.
They'll die, hopefully, right? Yeah.
They'll die.
This is just the beginning, right?
Right. This is the first episode.
Yeah, so hopefully it gets better.
It's a series, so it'll go on. But the biggest notable of this is that it includes beta to Halo 5 Guardians, which starts in December. This is, not only is getting access to a beta a really cool thing for a lot of people, especially in such a big title like Halo, but it's even more so due to the amount of content that you're getting out of the beta. And I remember when we first found out about this, we're like, are they crazy? That's ridiculous. I think it was
for $60? Like what?
Right. It was E3, I think, they announced all this. So you're getting 7 armor abilities to unlock, which change the way that your character looks and plays and everything like that. But 7 maps.
Yeah.
That's nuts because I would have to imagine that's at least half the amount of maps that will be in the final release.
Yeah.
If not close to all of them. So I feel like it's not even just a beta. I feel like they really want to get tease people, get their appetites wet. And it's not just a short thing. I think it's like a few.
Yeah,
I think
it's a
like
few weeks
through January.
Yeah, so definitely going to get your money's worth out of.
It's nuts. So this is a great game. I'm going to be getting it.
When does it come out?
It comes out Tuesday.
This coming Tuesday.
Yeah, this
that's another big one for Tuesday, guys.
So.
That's why we did so many wild games tonight, and that was the last one. But we still have a little bit of time for maybe 1 or 2 calls. So I will open Skype back up. Sorry.
Apparently, in one of the streams, Rick was talking.
What?
Yeah.
What?
According to who?
Puss.
When did this happen, and how did we miss it?
On Friday, apparently. Rick...
No, he didn't talk. He didn't talk. Everybody, no, it was a.
Did he moo or something?
Oh yeah, he was mooing and stuff like that the whole time.
But, guys, you're welcome to call in on Skype at the Level Up Show, spelled exactly how it sounds. Kristen will put the banner up, and until then, please, if you haven't yet, follow us because we're really, really close to 1,800. All you got to do is, if you're live from PlayStation, click on the little heart button, and you will follow us as a Twitch follower. Take a call from Bob. See if we go through. You can also go to twitch.tv/levelupshow and heart us there. That means you get notifications whenever the Level Up Show goes live. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and as many have done tonight, actually, subscribe on YouTube because we archive all of our video streams there, including game streams, anything really. And finally, I am Drew M1788 on PSN, and Mike is Noob Guru. We've gotten several PSN friend requests, and we will accept all of them after the show.
One more
Twitch heart, guys, and we are at 1,800. But we'll try and get Bob back here. And in the meantime, there it is. I think somebody just followed us. There we go. Hey, Bob, can you hear me?
Bobby.
I see your hot dog. Doesn't look very appetizing, though.
Maybe it's a bloody oops.
Is the audio up?
Yes, it's up.
Maybe
I think he's just showing off his meal.
Looks pretty good.
Epic mealtime on the Level Up Show.
Who eats a hot dog with a fork?
True story. Thank you for the Twitch art. That wraps it up. Oh, and he's watching us. Thank you for watching.
There you go. I don't think your audio's on, dude.
Yeah, Bob. Our audio is on, so we should hear him, but we don't. But thanks for calling in, Bob. That's
funny.
That's the weirdest call ever.
Random.
That is so random. Let's see here.
Thank you for the Twitch art that pushed us over.
Who was that? Who was our 1,800th Twitch follower?
Tell me.
I will tell you right now. It looks like it was Supreme Television was our 1,800th, I think. Thank you so much, Supreme Television, for 1,800. But also thank you to Majin Spade, Ant Twizzle, Sleep is the Web Bless, or something like that, or the New Bless, I don't know. Skater Boy 58, DJ Volvos, Gangster Joker, B720 Ninja, FC Bads, Killer Instinct, Joss 1820, Deesh is Nits, James Edwards, thank you for the YouTube subscription, and that catches us up.
Edwards.
Yeah, guys, thank you so much. That brings us above 1,800, but we can take one more call. We have a few minutes left before wrapping up the show fully, so please, the banner's up, Skype at the Level Up Show, spelled exactly how it sounds. Thank you so much for all the support tonight. You guys have been great. I hope you enjoyed Mike Legg's call into the show.
Nacho.
Yeah, that was awesome.
A nacho. Uh-oh. And also 3 wild games tonight.
Batman's in here.
Inuyasha, subscribe to our YouTube. Thank you so much, Inuyasha. Thank you, Boost Reliance, for the recent Twitch heart that just happened. Thank you also to Geeko Squad. That just happened right now.
Hey, someone's talking bad about our bear.
No, don't do that. Well, Greg was there for the 1K hearts. Now he was back for 1,800 hearts. 1,000 hearts was not that long ago.
No, it was a month. It was not even a month.
That's unbelievable. Hey, Somewhat Gamer, how you doing, man?
I know, right?
I know, right? Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you.
All right, nice. Welcome to the show, man. What do you want to talk about?
Why do you think they didn't put Forge in Destiny?
Forge in
Destiny, because it's not that type of game. It's not. It's made from the ground. No, it's the multiplayer aspect. I mean, has been worked into the story itself. Very poorly, but it was originally from the ground up made to be a completely different gameplay. Halo was just like, hey, here's a cool story with this awesome character. Oh, you want to shoot your friends? Go ahead. And that's how it was from the beginning, and so that's just how it carried out. Halo 4 actually kind of tried to change that a little bit, but it's still following the same aspect, whereas, Destiny, it's like, listen, this is the story. You're fighting other people, to prove your worthiness in the battlefield of, saving an Earth and stuff like that. So it doesn't really fit. And me personally, I'm fine with it, because Forge mode in Destiny wouldn't really work.
You don't think
there's not a ton of mechanics that you would really find in Destiny and maps that...
How about you, though, man? Is that something that you want in Destiny?
I talked to the developer before the game came out, see if they Forge was gonna be in Destiny, but he said like he didn't want to tell me, so I thought it was, but it would have been good if it was. Probably would have made the game bigger than it already is.
Yeah, more content would have been good for Destiny, of course, but there is plenty of other things they could have done to improve the content, like not holding back DLC and raids and strikes and all those kind of things that probably were already developed and could have been thrown into the game. So that was just a business decision on their part, of course. But we definitely could be wrong. That's something that they could throw in to give the game some more legs in the future.
I know.
All right, man. Thanks for calling in.
You too.
All right. See you later.
Hey guys, guess
Peace
what?
out.
Mike Amerson, that's his last name, right?
Yeah.
He said, and I quote, where's it at? The giraffe made my night.
Oh, is that you?
Yeah, that's when I did my giraffe.
Oh, okay, when you did giraffe. See, that's why we told you to do it. Because we knew it would make Mike Amerson's night.
Liked my giraffe.
All right, guys, I think that's going to wrap it up for us, but thank you real quick to Geeko Squad, Booster Line 08, and Majin Spade for the Twitch hearts, and, of course, Kyle Young for the YouTube subscription. Why don't you take down the Skype banner, because we are wrapping up. Guys, this was a huge night.
It was really awesome.
That's what she said.
Mike was awesome.
Mike
was so cool.
was awesome. He was. Definitely awesome.
All mics are awesome.
All mics are awesome, yeah, definitely. Including this mic right here.
Oh, I forgot about him. His real name isn't Mike, it's Jerome.
That's true. Thank you for the Twitch art.
For anyone who doesn't know, Mike's birth name is Jerome.
Yeah, we had that mystery a while back. Why not one more call? End it on Freddie. Hey, Freddie, welcome to the Level Up Show.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Not much. We're wrapping up the show. You might be our final caller. What do you want to talk about?
Was that Alienware Alpha?
Alienware Alpha. Do you know what he's talking about?
The console?
Yeah.
They released the Alienware. Basically, it's a Steam box essentially.
Oh, really?
Yeah, gaming console. It's only like $500.
Really, an Alienware one?
Yeah.
Wow,
I was surprised.
That is
Alienware is making a console. If you remember, a long time ago, we had something called the Phantom.
Yeah, I remember.
And that was supposed to be the integration for players that wanted to get into like PC gaming but didn't want to spend a lot of money into it.
Yeah.
So the Alienware Alpha is coming up, and it's saying that every game is supposed to be 1080p, 60 frames per second.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I mean, we're going to have to keep an eye on it, I guess. But right now, I can't imagine really any. Definitely not Alienware. That's not the person I imagine stepping into the console industry and being able to take a hold of it. That's just not the one I'm thinking of.
I don't think so. I mean, it's a different market. I think the route that they're going with these, Steam box and everything like that is a great addition. I don't know how well the true PC gamers are going to take onto it, but it'll open up. People like
I wanted to know if you was aware of that.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I was just finishing up some crew, playing the crew, and
nice.
I so happened to flip onto your show.
Nice. That was a very good reminder. Thank you for reminding me of the crew, because, guys, we have 3 crew betas, and you might have seen our Moobot posting it throughout the night. But if you follow us on Twitter and you post at us with hashtag #TheCrewBeta, it'll put you into a list of candidates for a crew beta. So please do that right now, and after the show I'll go through and I'll select 3 people randomly through using a random number generator to get the crew beta code, because it ends tomorrow night, so you can get 1 day with it. There's still 1 more day to play it if you really want to. So please do that, and I'll make sure to get that out to you. And thank you for calling in, man, ending our show.
All right, man, you rock, man. I'm going to go ahead and save you as my favorites, man.
All right, nice. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that.
All right, doctor.
See ya.
Later, bud.
You doctor.
He called me doctor.
I'm a doctor.
Doc. Yeah, were you going to say something?
No, I was just going to say, there's a lot of news that, comes flying by. Even I was even surprised, like I said, I was surprised you put the Ubisoft Steam thing in there, just because it had been, we see most of it. If Drew doesn't, I do. If I don't, Drew does. We see a lot of news. Some of it is worth talking about, we feel like. Some of it is not, because
we have to choose around 12 stories.
Right, and some people just want to, we have to choose what we feel like the majority would want to know about or talk about. So we get it, and we thank you guys for your heads up. There's a couple people out there that just blow up our feeds with different news stories, and it's helpful. There's sometimes things that slip by us that you help us with, but
Carlos, especially on our Facebook, is always posting great articles, but we can't talk about
all of them.
Yeah,
right. But we get what we can.
Yeah.
So.
And finally, guys, let's wrap up the show. Thank you to our final Twitch hearts tonight. We had Mezman, VM Phantom, QWXC, Zombie Lord, Order, P Birate, and then again Geeko Squad. That wraps it up. That we are above 1,800 Twitch hearts, guys. We had over 150, actually over 160 Twitch hearts tonight.
1806.
Wow.
1806. We had 161 Twitch hearts tonight. That's unbelievable.
16:46.
We are at 16:45 when the show started.
That's awesome.
That's unbelievable. You guys have been amazing. I really hope that you enjoyed the show tonight. I thought it was a great show with Mike Legg and 3 wild games that were all great to talk about. You have a lot to look forward to in November and even more next week when we have some more wild games for you guys to look forward to. So thank you so much for watching. This is the Level Up Show. It's a gaming dedicated talk show on every Thursday and Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. We talk all the biggest gaming industry news. We have a topic of the week. We have special guests like Mike Legg. And you can also look forward to some game streams every now and then from us that will be archived, of course, on our YouTube. So go to youtube.com/levelupshow, level spelled LVL, and subscribe there if you want to see some of those archives. We're done with calls for tonight, guys. I'm sorry, we got to wrap up. But real quick, anybody who hasn't followed us yet, I'm sure you probably have, but go to twitch.tv/levelupshow and heart us there. Or if you're watching live from PlayStation, click that little heart button. That's all you got to do to become a follower, and that would mean that you get notifications whenever the Level Up Show goes live. Also, we're active on Twitter, active on Facebook. Follow, like us, and subscribe on YouTube. And finally, Drew M1788 on PSN. Mike is Noob Guru.
And you plug it, I think, but we're part of Twitch now, so if you really like the stream and you want to send something our way, you can subscribe to our channel. You have to go to twitch.tv/levelupshow for that. You can't do that from the PS4 or the Xbox, but if you do, you can see, if you see the people in the room like Greg Verga and Noble Mel's Gamer and the Nine Fox, all of our friends that have subscribed to us, you get a special little badge next to your name. You'll get special emoticons. Access to that when we actually put them in there. Half the money goes to us, and we use all that we get to further the show for you guys, giveaways and things that enhance it. Look at this new room setup for those of you that have been.
I'll say we don't say it a lot, but if you guys do want to donate to the show easily, the best way to do it is through StreamTip, which is on the banner there. StreamTip.com/T/the-Level-Up-Show. If you enjoy the show that much that you'd like to help support us, just go there and donate anything above $1. That's the minimum, and we appreciate anything. And as Mike said, we will forward anything we get back into the show, improve it, make it better, more entertaining, more informative for you guys, the viewers, the fans, the friends.
Again?
Yeah, one more time, guys. If you want to give me a little more feedback on T-shirts, we're really trying to figure out. I know for sure we have about 20 people so far, but if you 100% want a T-shirt, if you think you're going to buy it right when we put it up, in the chat room right now, just put #T-shirt. Later on, after the show is over, I will count up all the people that post it, and that'll give us an idea of how many T-shirts to order, so you guys can buy them in the near future. We're really excited to do that. And one more time, if you want to have a shot at a Crew Beta code, go on Twitter. Follow us at the Level Up Show, level spelled LVL, and tweet at us with #TheCrewBeta to put yourself into a list of candidates for a code. We have 3 of them. I will use a random number generator to choose which 3 get it.
How much are they?
How much are what?
T-shirts.
I think we're going to do 20.
We're thinking about $20, guys. That's what we're thinking, $19.99, whatever. That's probably what it's going to be around. That's, right now, at least.
Right.
Give us some feedback, of course, on your thoughts, but right now
no longs, unfortunately. No boxers, no long johns.
No.
Fortunately, we can't do that.
And of course, the logo that you see on the screen right now, guys, that's essentially what the T-shirt will be. It'll be our bright blue logo on a dark blue shirt, like a navy shirt.
And no capes.
No capes, yeah. So guys, that is it for us. That is it for episode 47. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We hope to see you again on Thursdays for Level Up Direct, which will be myself, Mike in the chat room, and we'll be doing Skype calls the entire night. I know tonight we can't talk to everybody. We can't read every comment. That's why we do Level Up Direct on Thursday, so we can get closer with the community and try and really talk with you guys.
I'm always close to you.
Yes, she is. The giraffe is always close with you. Is there anything else that you...
Yes, we need to sing Happy Birthday to Puss, because he deserves it.
Okay. Are we calling him Puss in the birthday song?
Yeah.
Okay, because I know his real name.
What is his real name?
John.
It's John.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Okay.
I was calling him. I was like, hey guys, we're streaming with Dave, Will, Rick, and Puss.
Puss, yeah. It's funny because we're watching you guys, and Kristen hears you guys are speaking, and you're just like, yo, Puss, go to this place. And she's like, it's hilarious that a guy named Pussfield Scab, we now just refer to him as Puss, and it doesn't even, like,
Right, it
faze
doesn't
us.
phase us. Whereas before, we're like, really? Puss-filled Scab?
Now he's one of our best viewers, and he's a moderator, and we love Puss. So, Puss, this is for you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Puss. Happy birthday to you. All right. Thank you so much, guys. Woo! See you on Thursday.
Give me the controller.
And maybe Sunday as well.
I was going to blow confetti.
Okay. Here's the controller. Do it while the intro plays. See you guys. I think. I got to rewind. See you guys.
He said that there goes my mystique.
For you, Puss! Pussy! Happy... Oh, I shouldn't say that.
Stop saying that.
Happy birthday, Puss!
I forgot that I was doing something.
Level up, guys! See you on Thursday, or if not Thursday, we'll see you guys on Sunday. Until then, take care, and of course, level up.